we are back with match number 2 of this best of 3 in round 4, day 2, between teams ES. This time on the blue side having the first pick privilege, and team Nibaz on the red side with the second pick at the red side this time. And here we are going to be looking at the different bans to be coming in from this game. And as expected, the respect chip ban for Maru coming in from the side of Team ES. Chip in the last match was just too much to be handled. The perfect teleports and the perfect positioning and perfect rotations have came in clutch for the side of Team Nibaz every single time in every single team fight. Team Nibaz here has banned out the Hayabusa. They do not want to deal with that menace of an assassin in the jungle because this time it's Team ES with the first pick, and Saito Kazuma, he is decent on those assassins. Meanwhile, here, Team ES will be looking forward towards the second ban, and it is the Ruby, which was picked up in the gold lane last match. They simply couldn't deal with the insane spell farm and lifesteal which she showed in the last team fight just before the base got destroyed. And here, a Fanny respect band coming in from the side of Team Nibaz. Very understandable, strong bands so far. Meanwhile, here, Team ES should be looking in towards a mage ban, considering they won't have the privilege of picking all 3 or 4 meta mages in one go, as they only have one first pick, but instead they went ahead with a Lolita ban, which is also understandable because any kind of projectiles, Lolita can block it. She can even reverse the Bane's ultimate in case she is ever picked up by any team, but she remains permaban in rank, so that's unhelpable. Meanwhile, Team Nibaz here has banned out Jushin, one of the most annoying mages anyone has ever faced in this game. She just throws you inside her turret every single time you try to clear your lane, and no one wants that kind of a menace in their match. Team ES here could be going in with strong mages being open in the draft, Xavier, Jas, and all of those, but instead they will be prioritizing the Ling for their jungler, one of his strong comfort picks and also one of the most meta jungles. Team Nevazir has to answer back with a pretty tanky frontline, and they did with the high loss. We could be looking into the Jas or Xavier or any of those meta mage picks, or even a fighter in the EXP, probably the Terizla if they need to, because we know that Ling is kind of falls off towards the late game in front of those tanky picks, but look at the smart move coming in from the side of Team Nebaz. They picked up the Edith, one of the strongest EXP picks. She wins against the Dragon, she wins against the Terizla played properly and positioned properly, and they just did that. But to answer those tanky picks, Team ES also is smart. They picked up the Lunox and the carry, 2 of the tank melters of this game in each of the mid lane and gold lane role. And carry is also one of the most insanely strong marks in our, especially against fighter jungles, which we know is a pretty tanky pick in the jungle these days in ranked games and now in this tournament game. So, as we can see, pretty good draft coming in by both teams, and Roger was picked up by the side of Team Nibaz in the goal lane. That is actually pretty decent, but though Carry will be scaling better than that Roger in the goal lane, it will be up to Team Nibaz to see how they execute. Smart ban, but Carmilla was banned out by Team Nibaz, and Chask, as we were talking about it, the most meta mages right now, was banned out by Team ES. The last ban from the side of Team Nebaz could be another tank. They do need that front line. They could ban a support as well because support was pretty well with Ling. So we are not very sure of what is going to be their 5th ban, but it should be another tank, if nothing else. they seem to be taking their time deciding. And oh, it is a support. It is the Matilda being banned out in the roam. Meanwhile, here they should be banning another mage for the side of Team ES. They could ban out the Savior, they could ban out a Julian, and it is the Julian being banned out in the jungle for the side of Team ES. Now we could be witnessing a mage pick leaving the jungle as the last option. And oh, look at that! It's Angela in the mid lane. Very smart, we would say, because the Angela and that Hylos and that Edith, they would pretty much be immortal during the team fights unless all 5 members of Team ES buy that anti-heal early on. Hylos with the revitalize and his ultimate along with Angela's hard guard, just perfect drop coming in from side of Team Nibas. Team ES also seems to be going in with an extra 10k frontline jungle EXP, which is the Barats. Barats with that Vorax and Thunderbolt deals an insane amount of damage along with these two way too tanky on full stacks. And Beleric was picked up for the role. Beleric is one of the more unconventional picks which we have not seen in this tournament so far, but it could be an answer for that Roger and Edith. The Beleric with the flicker can catch on to at least 2 or 3 members of the side of Team Nibas, and they do not seem to be changing their spells to purify, so it may just be a win condition for the side of Team ES. It will be up to the execution of Beleric's ultimate and Terizla's penalty zone, and how Team Nibas manages to answer that. Pretty interesting match. We would say the draft of Team Nibas looks slightly stronger, at least for the early game, but as the game progresses, Carry will be scaling along with Lunox. So it would be a matter of time before Team ES starts to come back in the game. They need to come back in the game because this is a best of 3, and the first match was taken away by side of Team Nibas. And Team ES, to stay in the tournament, they must win this match and equalize the scoreboard of 1-1. And now we are back with match number 2 in this best of 3. Welcome to the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Standard rotations coming in from both teams. Ling, as expected, will be starting in from his blue buff. Meanwhile, Leomod seems to be starting from the side turtle, which means that he would be rotating towards the board. One advantage of having Hylos and Roger in the goal lane, they can just leash your red buff to almost 1 HP. So the jungler can just come and do one basic attack and take it away. And the rotation is just so much faster. Roger here seems to be playing it safe in the goal lane. He knows that the members of Team ES are rotating, and Beleric and Lunox are actually stealing away the farm for Leomod. Roger chunked down a bit low, not being allowed to get his level 2 by the carry. Carry dealing a huge chunk of damage already in the early game, which is kind of a good sign for the side of Team ES. Meanwhile, here in the mid zone, we can see a fight coming in. Lunox chunked down very low and aggressive on that Leomord, managed to secure the first blood. Hylos is out of mana here, but he will be trying to steal away the farm from Ling, and he has to use Revitalize just to survive that. Aggressive, pretty aggressive on that Leomord. Having used his ultimate, he won't have it on time for the turtle. Ling here with smart play coming in. Retribution having used up on that Leomord, but Leomord will escape with 1 HP. Maru chunked down pretty low, and he will be taken down in that fight. Terizla came all the way from the bot lane to the top just to support his team. A 5-man gang at less than 2-minute mark right there. As we can see, very strong gaming ability coming in from both teams. That escape by Leomord was actually one of a kind, we must say. Meanwhile, here, Beleric and Lunox seem to be zoning the turtle. Hylos waiting for his level 4. Terizla has also actually not reached his level 4 because he managed to rotate to the top lane. Angela also trying to get that hard guard just before the turtle. They are He trying to engage on the hideouts in the mid lane, trying to prevent him from taking the turtle. But here, aggressive will be chunked down pretty low. Shen manages to stun the rest of them while trying to get a fight in the mid lane. But the turtle white was secured by Saito Kazuma on that lane, and there were actually three casualties right there. Edith Hylos as well as Leomord died just for that turtle, and they lost the turtle as well. So a pretty big advantage for the side of Team ES right from the 3 minute mark, and they already have a 1.2k goal lead. Meanwhile, here Carey seems to be slightly ahead of Roger, but is only a matter of time to see what the Roger can do in that goal line. He does not have the mana to fight anymore, and he knows that the side of Team ES is already camping there, so he won't be staying under that turret for too long and recalling for that mana. Hylos trying to leash the farm for Leomord, while Lunox is trying to steal away some of the XP by staying there. Meanwhile, here, as we can see, the Hylos pick is kind of weak right now for the side of Team Nepal because they're just not able to use the amount of sustain which Hylos has to deal an equivalent amount of damage. Carry here already dealing damage to that Roger, but will be taken back. She will be retreating because the Hylos is there to stop her. Meanwhile, here Leonard is just looking for his farm, but Ling, Beleric, and Carrie seem to be engaging onto that Roger. They had to use the ultimate Tempest of Blades, and Roger manages to escape. They are thinking to use the hard cut. Hard cut was used on the Leo mod. A bit late because side of Team ES is retreating, but the fight is not over yet. Lunox will be taken down again by the Leo mod. Ling trying to re-engage, but aggressive chunk down very low, and he will be taken down by the Belleric, but Belleric will also be taken down by Lokid on that Roger. Meanwhile, here the EXP, one of the most neutral lanes with Tesla, though he was earlier below, behind in farm and level, is currently 200 gold ahead of that Edith, who's trying to get her EXP from the crab, but it won't be of any use because this is another turtle which will be secured by the side of Team ES, an actual mirror of the first match happening, but Edith with the perfect play being able to take down the Link, though she herself was a sacrifice in that fight. Actually smart from her, but it was a 1-for-1 trade. Team ES actually needs to give their kills to their jungler because Ling seems to have 5 assists right now, which is actually not very good in the long term because he starts to fall off in damage and in farm towards the late game. Carry dealing an insane amount of damage to that Roger was just not able to take even his waves, but Angela using the hard card onto him and will take down the carry, but it will be a 2-for-1 trade because Beleric and Lunox were right there under the tip of their nose just to take them down with one mistake, and that's exactly what they did. That's what we mentioned. The Beleric has a faster wave clear and can actually pick off anyone with his Thorn's ultimate, but Hylos is actually pretty weak considering the fact that they have the carry and Lunox right now. Initially, the Hylos and Eden picked looked like such good picks, but the Lunox and carry just seems to nullify whatever tankiness they had in the early game. It's actually pretty unfortunate to see from the side of Team Nippers with the way they were leading in the first game. Cannot help it, but here we can see aggression coming in from the side of Team ES, and they might just take down the Hylos, but will manage to escape at 1 HP. But Ling here manages to kill that Angela under the turret, under her nose with his Tempest Blades. Meanwhile, here Leomord in the mid lane trying to take down the turret, but Lux is there, and the damage she is already dealing with her just her first 2 skills. It's pretty insane. Caddy managed to take down the tier 1 all by herself. Penalty zone being missed by Terizla. Onto that hard guard being used onto the team fight becoming a Thunderstorm Blades being used up to escape. Aggressive chunk down pretty low, but the fight is not over. Terizla was taken down, but and aggressive will be taken down by the carry. Hylos managed to escape less than 1 HP, and all of them at very, very low. And Roger might actually secure the kill here onto the carry and a perfect pick up play. And the Lycan Clouds coming in by Roger Belleric, also very, very low. And they might look in for an engage, but they're just going to back off. It is a very interesting match going on right now, a complete reversal, we can say, of the first way. The first game's domination by the side of Team Nibaz, they kind of just lost it in this match. They actually seem to be struggling with their gameplay and their pick-off strat. It's not working out for them because if we can look at both, Carrie is actually far ahead of everyone else. She has at least a 500 goal lead into that Roger. And Angela, even though she is a very good pick in the mid lane here, is not actually able to do anything because she does not have her flask. She went in for that glowing wand to nullify any kind of heal coming in by Terisla or Beleric or even Link. But that actually does not make sense because Angela is for the heals and for the effect of the flask. And here a fight is coming in the Lord and Taunt being used onto aggressive, and he will be taken down in a matter of seconds, which means 3 Lord for the side of Team ES. Things are looking pretty dire for the side of Team Nibaz. And here the tier 1 in the bot lane will also go down just to the minions. No one even has to pressure that lane anymore. A very synced gameplay coming in by the side of Team ES, which they were actually lacking in the first game. But this is a major comeback that they are showing us. In here, as we can see, the Lord is marched down from the top lane, the gold lane initially, and here they seem to be sinking the waves already, even though this is an unenhanced Lord, and neither do they have the mid tier 1. But this actually means that they get to take the tier 2 down in the top lane, but everyone from team Nibaz is coming in. Aggressive will be caught in that ultimate again, but has got being used. Hylos trying to take down the carry in the backline, but will be taken down. But it is Roger with that Lycan Pounce who actually took down the carry. Ludox was also taken down by Leomord in their fight. But the mid tier 1 will be taken down by Terisla this time. And the casualty of 1 person and 2 turrets traded for that defense. Not the best of plays we can say because Team ES is leading 4K gold. And if we can tell, things are looking difficult for the side of Team Nibaz. And here, as we can see, no other fights going on, and they will probably be freezing the lanes. And yep, Terrace will stop clearing the mid, which means they are going to freeze the lanes. So Nibaz cannot keep their form up, and meanwhile, Team ES just seems to be increasing their goal lead as and when possible. Carry Ling and Clary are actually ahead of the entire team of Team Nibaz, as it should be. And Ling actually has a few kills now, though it is Lunox and Belric, in fact, who Belric actually has the same KDA as Ling, which is pretty funny in my opinion. However, they are doing a pretty fantastic job of catching them on off guard, and that's what Belric does. The Hylos pick not coming that much in use because they actually have no counter to the taunt that Belivic is giving with his ultimate. There's no one to deal any anti-CC effect, and Ling being the bravehearted soul, he is just jumping onto that Leo model by himself. Lunox having to use a light ultimate just to escape. And aggressive with that hard guard on, having come down 3-man penalty zone, and Hylos will be taken down, and as well as Edith. And then perfect taunt coming in from the side of penalty zone having used up, and Belgic having used it on, and it's a wipeout and a triple kill in favor of Terisla. insane comeback and insane gameplay coming in from the side of Team ES. They might just end the game right here. Minions are marching in from all three lanes, and other minions were coming up from the base, but penalty zone was used to clear it up, and Team ES just took that team fight, and they took the second match away from the side of Team Nebaz, and the scoreboard is now equalized 1-1. We will be seeing the third match in this best of three, Ling with the MVP. And the maximum damage dealt was actually the Lunox, even though she died quite a few times. Very smart gameplay coming in from both the teams. But we will be back with the third game, so stay tuned, everyone. and gentlemen, we are back with match number three in the first best of three series between Team Nepal and Team ES. Two of the top teams in this Battleknights Championship Season 1 for MOBA Legends 5v5 exclusively only for India. And here I will be joined by my co-caster Sasuke. Sasuke, please go ahead.
Thank you. And okay, talking about the draft, we are seeing a link ban coming in from Team Nibas. I do think like that is the team name, and that was a respect ban in my opinion because we did saw a good link coming in from Team ES. Correct me if I'm wrong. And for the red side, we are seeing a chip ban.
Yes, Ling finally chipped out all three respect bands, as well as now Ruby is another respect band, which we have seen in the previous two games. All four of those heroes are just way too good to be left open for this draft. And here, Team Nibas will be looking in to ban another support or maybe mage in their favor so that they can pick up some of their comfort heroes.
I do agree with you. And okay, I was predicting a Zask ban, but we are seeing a Zoshin ban coming in from Team Blue side. There are a lot of options open right now. There is a Xavier along with a Roger, along with Zask, and also not to forget that Luoi, the early damage mage, and it will be a Xavier, not Xavier, the Julian coming in from red side.
Yes, absolutely. But that means Team Nibas gets to let aggressive play on that Hayabusa. And we have seen throughout this tournament how good he is on that Hayabusa. Meanwhile, Team ES here does have a few good options to counter that. They do have the Jask open, they have Terizla as well as Roger. If they have some good hero in every lane, and as expected, it is the Roger and the Jask being picked up. What do you have to say about that, Sasuke?
Exactly, a pretty good picks coming in from Team ES that too, Roger, along with that Sas. But we have seen aggressive on that Hayabusa doing some aggressive plays. He is just too phenomenal on that hero. Meanwhile, we are seeing a young pick maybe, or okay, look, it could be an edit too because like right now on the EXP lane there are like Edith, Terizla, and Lord, these are going pretty wild, but it will be Yu Shang who will be locked down instant with that Shen.
And Valentina was locked onto the mid lane by the side of Team Nibas. Smart, I would say. They can just copy just Spawn once he uses his ultimate, and Valentina deals a pretty equivalent amount of damage while copying Just's ultimate. Meanwhile, here, Team ES could be looking in for a marksman or an EXP pick because the Terizla, he is still open, and Terizla actually wins lane against the Jean. However, they're going to go ahead with a Thamos pick with the Vengeance on.
Well, I do support the Thanos pick because seeing the three heroes of the team blue side, we can see a lot of blinks, and there is he is like he could possibly use his penalty zone marking down one or two, but there is always an option like they have a lot of blink skills, so he won't be doing that much of the things which he would be like the Thanos could do though.
Yeah, I agree to that. Thanos can actually cancel some of the skills with his skill one fallback. You know how he falls back that skill and it just knocks the enemies out of position. So the Thanos might actually be a pretty smart pick here. Meanwhile, the bans that should be coming in from the side of Team Nibas would be a Matilda, a support, something in the roam as well as in the goal lane. But they in the draft phase right now are not sure if the Roger will go into the gold or the jungle, so they could be planning on to a marksman or jungle pick as well.
Meanwhile, they will be focusing down that Minotaur. If you don't know like which lane the Roger is gonna be, it's better to probably ban down the remaining heroes. That is the rumor, and it will be Edith, the final ban coming in from the team Red.
Yes, they are not going to let that Edith open even for the roam position. And Camilla was also banned out by the side of Team ES. No bloody curse coming in from her and no damage to be shared among the five members of Team ES. Meanwhile, Team Nibas here could be looking in for another tank ban. They could ban out the Matilda like they did in the previous game, but it's a matter of time before we find out what they actually ban.
Exactly. I do hope a Clint maybe or even a Cloud. But it will be the Lolita, the master of tanks, this time taken away from the land of Dawn.
Yes, and the Lolita was banned out. No projectiles to be reflected in this game, and Kufra was picked up by the side of Team ES. That's a threat for both Valentina as well as Hayabusa, because if he manages to time his second skill properly, Hayabusa will actually be caught out. He won't be able to use his dashes and just get stuck wherever he is after using his ultimate.
I don't know if that is a bad news for the Valentina because no, technically I do see a great ultimate for Valentina to be used for his own teammate. That is the Kufra's ultimate, along with if they manage to secure down this Tigreal, imagine the CC coming in from Valentina along with that Tigreal.
Yes, that tide wheel is a decent pick against the Kufra. You know how tide wheel players play these days? They just lock down the Kufra instead and pick him off just before a team fight starts so that their other Blink heroes actually have no issue during the team fight. And talking about Blink heroes being picked up by the side of Team Nibas, it is a Harriet in the goal lane. What do you have to say about that Harriet pick against a Kufra?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Lokid is quite pretty confident against that Kofra. No, just pick. I'm gonna do Harith against your Kofra. I don't care about your bouncing ball neglecting my dashes.
Yes, absolutely. It is going to be a matter of timing and execution by both Kufra and any of the Blink users from the side of Team Nepaz, and Moskov was picked up into the goal lane by the side of Team ES. Strong drafts coming in by both teams. Harris is slightly stronger than the Moscow, at least till the mid game in the goal lane. And also the Yuzhong is there to use his Petrify onto the Moscow. And if used well, it is going to be an issue in the team fights for the side of Team ES. But we are now going on to the loading phase, and we will be able to see who reigns supreme in the final match of this best of three.
Exactly. Both teams on 1-1 scored a final game between these two. One of them will be eliminated, meanwhile, the other one will be proceeding to the next stage of the tournament. Both of them do have like stress or the stakes are high for both of the teams right now.
Yes, absolutely. Decently strong drops coming in by both teams. Terizla has a higher set potential than the Kufra, but it is all going to be a matter of execution for both the teams. And here we are already marching on to the land of dawn to witness a legendary battle between these two teams. Standard rotations having been started off, and the red buff being leashed for the Hayabusa and blue buff for the Roger.
Exactly, a charge coming in from Kufra, but he is there to mention like there is no one guarding that spot as of now.
Yes, absolutely. Kufra supporting that Moscow from the first second of the game. They don't want any issues for that Moscow. Another charge being used on that was just to be able to check as to what's going on. But he has got no one so far, and Harriet also knows the dangers and is playing it very, very safe.
Exactly, and it was quite an unusual spell coming in from Yu Zhang and a pretty gang coming in at the mid lane in the early phases of the game. He did use that third skill, Petrify combination over to the Zask, but he was there in the tower though.
Absolutely. And Harriet here is strung down pretty low. It is a Roger, and he might be able to take them. And it is the Chask which gets the kill on to that Harrod, and the perfect four-man rotation and gank coming in on the goal lane by side of Team ES. They do not want to go home today. They are here to show Team Libas that they have what it takes to be the team that proceeds forward.
Exactly, and meanwhile in the EA, the Lord will, I mean, the turtle will be spawning in minor 10 seconds of the time, and we are seeing Gofra charging in again, but not connecting. Meanwhile, Hayabusa is there. Yeah, he'll be going back, but Roger will be there to chunk down the Hayabusa.
Yes, Hayabusa does not does have his blue buff, and he will be looking to save his shadow only ultimate for the turtle because it might help him to secure. But he is caught out by the Cobra and he manages to escape out with his wings just by and like a bounce being used. And Roger takes down the Hayabusa and just before the turtle, and it is an uncontested turtle for the side of Team ES. Just also having used his ultimate. Valentina pretty low. The usual fighting them, but to no avail. A turtle will go towards the side of Team ES.
Exactly. Even in the Moscow, like he did use his ultimate just to ensure like he could join the team fight. Meanwhile, Team Red, that is Team ES, will be taking down that blue as Hayabusa won't be able to get it. Was it the Hayabusa who got the blue buff? No. Okay, Roger did manage to secure it with retribution.
Yes. So also used his retribution, but the Roger is already two levels ahead and managed to secure the retribution because it had higher damage. Meanwhile, in that team fight, Valentina had actually copied the Camu's ultimate, so her ultimate is actually on a cooldown right now for a pretty good 40 seconds at least.
Exactly, and we are seeing the Team Red, Team ES being stacked up in the gold lane. Three of the heroes, mainly, we could see a possible team fight or maybe a skirmish that could lead one of the towers to be taken down. Hayabusa in dire situation, already been chunked down by Sask's basic skill.
Just one stun required to chunk down half the HP of the enemy juggler. That's how dangerous Jask is for the side of Team Nebas right now, and they need to do anything in their possibility to take down the Jask in the team fights. Though they do not actually have that kind of a DPS to melt Jask's ball, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know, but it would be like I don't think so. It would be wise to use Hayabusa's retribution just to melt down that Sask spawn, though. Meanwhile, we are seeing okay, they would be retreating as the turtle is going to spawn up in 10 seconds. Again, Yuzhang is there and he'll be caught down, but he will be using his third skill to disengage. Meanwhile, Hayabusa, he'll be retreat. Oh my god, that is the bait what
Yep,
Team Red
absolutely.
actually needed at that time. Retribution being used for Team Niga or sorry Niba.
Yes, absolutely. And Roger managed to secure the blue buff as well. And another uncontested turtle. Meanwhile, in the goal lane, we can see Tiger chunked down pretty low. Just will be using his bond right inside the bush, and Tiger will be taken down. However, they are all pretty low. Cobra is there, having missed his Tyrant's rage. Harris manages to take down the Moskov. Just also pretty low. Valentina trying to take them down, but he will be the one who is chunked out instead. And that was a one for one trade coming in the bot lane. But the mid tier one is in danger as Roger and Thanos are there to take it right down. Without having used his Black Dragon form to protect the turret, and that's a major resource wasted away.
Exactly, and in the bot lane where the team Red did manage to secure the turtle, like there were two of them. That is the Tigreal along with the Turret did manage to take down Moscow. An early aggression coming in from that, but it didn't went as planned. And there was the backup coming in from Team Red, managed to take down one of the members, and Tigreal went down in the process. There is another beautiful jump coming in from Kufra as Lycan Pounce will be there, but there goes Tiger's ultimate is going and connecting down two of the members, but it will be going down along with that tower as fast. Damage is just too much at this point.
Yes, Absolutely. Like they managed to set at least three people in that team fight. Moscow in danger here, Rose Gold's shield being popped out, but Hayabusa is the one who went down in that fight. Not the best of trades, and that was a smart build coming in by the Moscow. Half of Magic Rest, the Dreadnought having been built up, and Magic Blade for that shield. Perfect execution by Moscow.
Exactly. And talking about the atomization, well, we'll be talking about it a bit later. Okay, Roger, going for that early aggression. The kills he has 401 coming in from Roger. Free total again for Team ES this time.
Yes, absolutely. Team ES in the first game, they had actually dominated pretty badly, but the second game onwards, they just turned the tides, and the entire match was turned in the favor of my Team ES in both the games, as we can see right now. And here we can see Kufra in a pretty good positioning, but he missed his jump and he will just back off for now, as they are going to wait for that lot. Yuzhong, you managed to secure the kill onto that Tamu's solo 1v1, and he actually won that.
Exactly. Talking about the build, like Yuzhong did had that Vorax, which gave him the upper hand over to the Thamos. Meanwhile, the moment he died, he just completed his corrosion sight at Estamos, and well, it was pretty, Star Residue coming in handy for team. I mean, not team, but the dragon itself.
Yes, absolutely. And a neutral situation in the battlefield right now, but Yuzhong is trying to take down the top turret, but Thanos will use his ultimate to protect that tier 1 in the EXP lane, which is pretty much of an advantage for them because, as long as they have their turrets up, Team Nivas can't actually push on to them. And even if they do manage to secure the Lord, it won't be much of a use.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we are seeing a blue buff four-man stack coming in from Team Red. I was about to be able to say, but okay, Roger will be securing that blue buff with that retribution. A four-man con ultimate coming in from Team Well Track Dragon form being used, and that team fight. Roger securing a kill onto that Harriet, but Yashok will be the one securing the two kills along with that Kufra, a three kills. Okay, sorry, my bad. It is a two kill, but in the process, Sask and Moscow with the most damage, steal a person and melting down three members of Team Niba.
Absolutely. I would not say that was the best of trades because they lost their EXP lane tier 1 and the tier 2 in the mid lane, which is actually the most important lane, and as well as three casualties. Only two members were shut down to the side of Team ES, but Team Nepal lost three members and two turrets because of that fight, which isn't definitely the best of trades.
Exactly. That initiation coming in from Tigreal once again knocking down that Kufra. Hayabusa will be using his ultimate over to that Kufra, and Valentina will be the one securing that kill. Again, a frontliner down for Team ES. The other one is in the top lane. Team Blue, that is Team Niba, would be securing or not securing, but taking down the zone position of the Lord. Hayabusa once again will be taken down as hero of the mix.
Hayabusa actually making a lot of misplays, but Yuzhong doing a good job of marking that Moscow. But Roger creating a havoc in the back lines, taking down both Hayabusa and Harris just before the lot. Yuzhong is also chunked down pretty low, the only person with a positive KDA from the side of Team Vivas. And here it will be a free lot for in the favor of Team ES.
Exactly. That initiation coming in from Tegwell was up to the point, but it was aggressive, being too aggressive, doing unnecessary things, in my opinion, though he didn't had the ultimate, but he straight up went for that Zask. Again,
Yes.
still being used. Zask is doing some amount of damage. Oh, okay, he might kill. Retribution being used as Hayabusa managed to secure his blue buff.
After a long, long time, if I may add, he actually got his due. Meanwhile, Spear of Misery was used up by the Moskov and it connected on the Haddock. but he did not take the risk of jumping on. The mid shield will pop off along with the top lane shield. The bot shield is already gone. And the beautiful Titan's Rage and Pounce coming in by the Kufra, but he will be taken down because of the turret damage being dealt up. Hayabusa far away into the back line, and he is pretty low and will have to back off if they want to defend this wave. It's a beautiful jump coming in from Kufra.
Exactly. Team Red, they are at 6k gold lead at this point. Team Blue, they should probably take it slow. Even there is a good initiation coming in from Tigreal knocking down or, using his ultimate and taking out three or four members along in his ultimate. But there is a Zask. The moment they did, they need to engage it back. Meanwhile, we are seeing, okay, that was a beautiful conceal play coming in from Tigreal, but he'll be missing down. Oh, that connects the Zask ultimate, but he'll be in some trouble.
Team fight was just so scattered. Moscow used his spear of mystery, which connected onto the three of them, and he actually used the dash to stun the Yuzhong onto the wall. But had it had the damage, take Moscow down, but Moscow had that inspire to just heal back from whatever damage was done. Hayat got out right in the face of his base. And he will be down three members down, though two of them are coming back in a few seconds. Team ES will be looking in for the end of this match. They do have a minion, but it is outside the base for now and terrified being used up by the Yuzhong. Not enough to save anyone. Four-man ultimate coming in by Green, but no one to deal the damage and no one simply to do anything. And here, look at that, Roger, using the like compounds in their base. And here, the recall taunts coming in as they secure the last wipeout. And now the crystal. The third game goes to ES. What a beautiful comeback coming in by the side of Team ES.
Exactly. Hayabusa did went too aggressive, the unnecessary plays. There were a lot of mistakes from that guy itself, which cost them the match. And talking about the engage coming in from that Tiger was up to the point, but they had one problem in that team fight every time. That was the Zask. The moment Tiger uses his ultimate or to try to do make set or do anything, Zask was there along with his ultimate doing and dealing an amount of damage to the enemy team. That was the victim low kid on that Harith along with that Hayabusa.
Currently, a lot of misplays coming in from the side of Team Nibas as their journey ends for this tournament right now. And Roger with the MVP with 89% team fight participation. Excellent gameplay coming in from the side of Team ES and an excellent comeback too. We will be coming back with match number 2 for tonight, so please do not go anywhere and stay tuned. See you everyone.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a beautiful evening. We'll be joining by a good player, a good man, a man himself, the legend. It's none other than Silverhawk, and this time it is Battleknight Championship Season 1. Teams are. I forgot the team blue name. Would you please be sure to announce the team name, Silver?
Sure, why not, Sasuke? On the blue team, it's going to be Team Eliminators versus on the red side, it's going to be Team NAVA.
And
Um,
talking about the bans, first ban coming in from Team Eliminators, it's going to be Chip along with a counter ban coming in from Nava. It's none other than the EXP man, the Shield himself, the Trizla.
these days, the high lows on Zask plans are pretty common these days. So the chip and the Tesla is, the meta bans most probably just go on. Even though, like, we can see the assassin bans, like, I'm expecting the assassin bans like Ling, Hayabusa, and just as I said, like, it's high loss banned. They can also go for the
Exactly.
bans such as, Louis, or they can go for Zuxian since they don't have the first pick. Most probably going for the ban as Lucian would be better for them since they have also banned Terizla right now. What do you think, Sasuke?
There are a lot of options we could vouch for, but right now, both of the teams they are highly prioritized on banning out the EXP heroes, the tanky heroes.
That is right. Like we can see the Yuzong ban coming in. The both of the bans are like really, the EXP bans. Even though we can expect the third ban as the EXP ban as well, or perhaps maybe they will go for a hyper ban. If we look from the side of Team Eliminators, they're trying to ban out the tanks. The sandbags. So maybe the ban as a third ban we can see they've also banned Ruby. Thought
Exactly. Talk about the casters curses, Silverman. It's going to be another EXP or Roma oriented hero, a Ruby band coming in from Team Eliminators.
Oh my god. All the CC, they will literally ban all the CCs. Just trying to deplete all the CCs so they can go for a proper team fight comp maybe.
Well, at this point, an edit band would be inappropriate if we are going and talking about the EXP bands, though.
That's right. We can expect okay no, but nah, we couldn't like expect more because they've already banned two EXP winners. So you can see the link ban because even the higher is open, the Zask is open, and yes, they will go for the first because Zask.
You know, Team Nama, they have the opportunity to lock down Roger along with that Hayabusa, securing two of the meta heroes for themselves. Even though, like Team Blue, Team Eliminators, they have took down the Zaz though, but there is also a Zushin in the mage, which would pretty come in handy in the team fights, giving a lot of CC to them.
That is
Perhaps they will be locking down that Kagura.
Oh my god! Against Zas Kagura, maybe I would have predicted even a Zuxian pick or even a Louis pick. They can also go for a Novaria pick. But in Marksman, they have locked down Clint, which is also a meta hero. I think they should have gone for the Roger because Roger just S1 like in pounds as we can see from the past his matches. And they're going Roger from the team side of Team Eliminators. They wouldn't sorry gamble on it, so they just lock Roger right away so that they can't pick it. Or the Hyper as well. The goal limit still remains for the Team Eliminators though.
Or they could probably pick out the Hayabusa, and making the Roger okay, a Harriet pick. At this point, I don't know because Team Red, that is Team Nava, they could probably go for a Minsta pick right now, right away.
That is true. They can because there's a hurry. You could just block us, but he still has Purify. Even if he gives him CC, but still, oh my God, Sasuke, you're so correct. They're going for Mensitar, and we're moving on to the second phase of banning.
Damn, man, my words are turning true right now. Damn, I have a tongue of gold though.
Oh my God, Sasuke. We can move on. As we can see, we are moving on to the second phase of banning. What do you think, Sasuke? Maybe the bans are going to be Hayabusa. I'm suggesting a Hayabusa ban over here, but they'll go for a Julian ban.
Well, I don't think so. A Hayabusa ban coming in from Team Red would do anything good because we can see the three picks which Team Eliminators they have selected. Okay, but Hayabusa will be banned and it will be Team Eliminators will be banning out.
They're totally saying no, no gamble at all. We're gonna ban the Hayabusa. We're not gonna let you pick the Hayabusa pick at all. Because since it's a meta hero, since of the buff, it's really broken kind of. The one good Hayabusa really hard to catch, And they're going for a Carmilla ban from the side of Team Nava, and they are yet to pick the Hyper, and so did the tank. So maybe they will pick out, they'll just ban out both of the roles, either the tank or the Hyper, because they're still left to pick it.
For Hyper, what could probably be the possible option? No, an Edith, I do recommend or say an Edith would be a trouble or a nuisance for both Harith along with that Roger though. Because the ton of CC she gives along with her ultimate, Astral, whatever that name is, it
That is
gives
right.
CC along with a ton of damage, but it will be a Minotaur panning out as the final bans come for the drafts.
If you just add on all the bans you're seeing, the most of the 80% of the bans are totally CC oriented bans, so that they can get a better team fight composition on that. And if we look at the side of team eliminators, they probably don't have much CC on it. They only have the Zas ultimate S3 maybe on them. And if we look on side of the team Nava, they have pretty much good CC.
Talk about CC, there is the man, the legend, with a hammer in his hand along with the shield. It is going to be the Tigreal for the Rome along with the Lapu Lapu on the EXP.
That is right. They just went for the all Reap comp, and at the end, they just picked Tigreal and Lapu Lapu. And if we go for the Team Nava, they're just going for Aramis, get some shield for they just saw the both, CC comp of sides. So just go for Aramis. So at least if they go for a good fight, they can manage to get out alive. Even they have a Leomord to secure the kill. And this Kagura, you could just, if she plays a better, hiding spot over there. So for her team, maybe she will like manage to take out Zas before he even ultimates.
I do agree with you, but something I do feel like Team Eliminators they have a pet oriented draft in terms of team fight just because they have Zask along with the Tigreal.
That is right. And if you look on the emblem sets, Roger will be going if you look on the emblems of the both hypers. One is on the killing spree, it's going to be Leomord, and one is on the quantum charge from Roger. It's a pretty good emblem set for both of the teams. And even for the tanks, it's probably the same. And as we move into the Land of Dawn, it's going to be Team Eliminators versus Team Nava. Let's see how this goes. Sasuke.
Exactly, most of the
Yeah.
times we do talk about the team fights, team orientation, but this time we are seeing the same thing. Both the hypers will be starting down with the blue buff along with their helpers.
both the both
Okay,
the
this
teams will both the teams will be helping their hypers to take the buff fast and the rotation fast, and they most probably will be going for the gold lane. The Roger is going for the exp maybe, but if you look on the Leomord, he's trying to go for the gold lane. He's trying to do the gap kind of thing on the Harit, so maybe in late game it doesn't get farmed up. Tigreal is already there. If he goes for the creep over there, Leomord kind of gets stuck because Zask is also going for the follow up. Maybe we can see the first blood over here because Clint is absolutely on the worst kind of position, but yeah, he has to force flicker out literally on the 1 minute of the game.
exactly, and it was a minor team fight, or not a team fight, but a contest between the EXP along with the Hyper, Roger, and the Kagura. Meanwhile, okay, the push was not checked, but just one, he did had an opportunity to count that Kagura in an off-guard situation over there, but we are seeing a four-man stack in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, okay, that was some early aggression coming in from Lapu Lapu.
That is right. If you look on the level difference of the both the junglers, Roger is already level 4. He's almost going to be level 5 right now. But looking at the Leomord, he doesn't have farm. Even is rotating to the bot side. He doesn't know that yet since he's kind of rotating there. But no, he's not level 4 yet. So maybe the turtle will most probably go for the hands of team eliminators. And the Minnesota is extremely low. Maybe he's lagging or some kind of thing. But there's going to be first blood from Zas taking on onto the Minnesota.
Exactly, and the turtle is up. There is the Fram is trying to make sure that they don't take or chunk down the gold, but he will be going down as Fram is trying to take a kill. Leomord in dire situation, a 1v4 situation, and he'll be going down as Tiger managed to secure a kill. It was
That was
Roger who was being marked by the tower itself.
that was absolutely brutal. Leomord wasn't level 4 till then the Rogers just jumped onto him. He was just using his Phantom Seed, and Rogers was like, "Oh no, let's say hello to my like and pounds." And yeah, he secured the kill over there. But no, he actually got the assist over there. Minnesota is still
Exactly.
kind of lagging over there. If we look onto the top side, maybe the Flicker is most probably back on the Clint. They're going for another gang. Tigreal has his ult ready with the Flicker. Zask is going for the backup maybe, but he's still in the mid lane. He's trying to clear the mid lane and then go for it. Meanwhile, in the bot side, we can see Lapu
Oh,
uses his ultimate, and Minnesota is extremely low. He will be forced to use the ultimate Phantom Seed coming in from Leo mod over there. Lapu Lapu is totally alone. He has to force Flicker out, but no, Kagura will secure the kill on Lapu Lapu.
exactly. The damage and early aggression coming in from Lapu Lapu was just too much. He would have a secure kill over to that main star, but an overextend coming in and was got punished. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we are seeing that Faramis was forced to use down his ultimate. Meanwhile, Roger going on the top lane, making sure to secure a kill. Glint was forced to recall in a low HP.
They were totally pounced off on the Clint. He was forced to use flicker out every utility out to manage his life back, so he doesn't give the lives gold as well. And we can see the purify has been used in from Paramis. Maybe the ultimate won't be used. Harit secures the kill on the Paramis. Leomont will use his Phantom Seed and will manage to escape. Salmon Force coming in from Harit. Roger still has a lack in pawns, but no, he refuses to go in. They will probably back off for now. The mid lane tower is still there. The gold is still kind of there. Maybe they will go for the mid turret push. The top tier is almost been taken. And if you look on the bot side, it's from the Minnesota. He couldn't do anything. He was kind of recalling over there. So the bot tower will just fall down. And if we look in the mid side, they're trying to take off the turret. Lycan Pound's coming in, but he will take down the Paramis in the process. Kagura using her ultimate, but still she'll be taken down in the process as well. Blue buff will spawn right on the time, but Roger will most probably go for the blue buff as well. Leo mod is totally been zoned off. Lapu Lapu will secure the kill on the Leo mod.
Meanwhile, okay, that was some good play coming in from Instahook, not committing. Instead, Lapu Lapu will be securing a kill over to that Leo mode. And early aggression coming in from Team Blue is just too much for Team Red to handle. It is minus 5 minutes in the game itself, and we are seeing a 5 goal lead again. Bottom tower going in destruction. Lapu Lapu using his ultimate, Minsta using the King's Calling, but no, Lapu Lapu will be able to disengage in time.
We just launched into this match. So even the turrets, most of the turrets haven't fall down. If you look on the mid turret hasn't fallen as well. They're going for the top tier now. It's almost like 3v3 situation right over here. Maybe they were the Phantom Scene coming from Leo mod. Maybe he's just using to them zone them off. But no, it's Lapu Lapu will go in, will be using his ultimate. Maybe he's trying to do some CC, but Netherland won't be used from Paramis. Paramis will be taken down by the Lack and Pawns by Roger. Kagura has barely managed to secure over there. Maybe they're trying to take the mid turret as well. Clint will be forced to use flicker again.
Exactly, and Clint was forced down to use his flicker to make sure he is safe and sound. And with the looks of it, they're not bothered about taking the second turtle itself. Look at the goal lead; it's just increasing. A few minutes or few seconds earlier, I did mention it was 5K, and right now it just rose up to be 8K gold lead.
You know what Lapu Lapu was doing in the mid lane. He was trying to zone them off so the mid tier, the passive will go. Now Netherlands will be used on from Paramis. He's trying to take off that Netherlands passive over there. But no, the tier turret will fall down as well as the Paramis. There are two people going to, just lunge at the Paramis over there. He's barely managed to, he can't do anything over there. So he's just, taken down over there. Lycan pounds from Roger is so, brutal right now because look at his farm. He's like level 10. And if you look at the Leo mod, it's level 8. Only at the 6 minutes, I think they will go for the inhibit the mid lane. Maybe there's going to be a huge gank coming. Phantom Seed used up. King's Calling as well. Maybe there's going to be a total end level gank for the side of Team Eliminators. Many heroes will be fall down. Double kill coming in from Lapu Lapu. Triple kill coming in. Oh my god. Maybe there's going to be a maniac coming in from Lapu Lapu. And yes, there's going to be a maniac from Lapu Lapu, but he will be shut it down in the process. The minion wave will spawn,
Exactly.
right? Last will most probably take down the best, but the enemy, the Team NAVA The heroes will back. Faramis, Leomord, Mincetar, Kagura are all back to defend the base.
And technically, it is Team Eliminators who has the Zask and who are currently winning. And yeah, they'll be backing down. And we do think like they'll be taking down the 8 minutes first Lord to end the game as soon as possible. The early aggression just too much to handle for Team now at this time.
Oh my god, the Tigral's ultimate was so on point. They couldn't even disengage over the Faramis ultimate. He still had the Purify use his Netherlands, but no, they couldn't escape. The Lapu Lapus and Tigral's engage was too much to handle. Even the Misatar uses King's calling, but no, they will still taken off in the process as well. The Lord will spawn out. The Hurry, the Tigral just will wait in the bush to zone them off over there. If someone comes, the Warden used up so that they could just get the vision over there. Maybe they're just trying to freeze the lanes over there. But no, in the bot side we can see they just clear the minions so they could get some vision over there.
Exactly, and even though they have the star, he has the King's calling, but it is the Zask who will be standing again inside his the King's calling, and he'll be doing some amount of damage, and that what they are afraid of. Meanwhile, an early aggression or again a fight coming in from Team Eliminators, just one looking for a good ultimate where he could probably take down 4 members of Team NAVA.
They could be a comeback if they manage to defend this Lord. The Lord is marched down from the mid lane. There's a minion over there. They're trying to clear it, but most of the Rogers is just poking them down with the basic attacks in the human form. Oh my god, it's so fatal. It's so fatal. The Leomord is just using it anti pounds. Oh my god, the King's calling in the Netherlands will coming. Zas will be used, forces uses her. Zaman force been coming and Mr. Taz is down in the process. Maybe for the team now it's over for them. But Roger will be securing the kill on the Leomord. Clint is down as well. It's going to be a total wipeout from Team Nava, and they will just popping out the crystal.
Exactly what a team fight coming in from Team Eliminators. They did their best. Team now that is they did manage they did try to use the Mista ult along with the Faramis ult to manage to stay alive, but the damage coming in from Team Eliminators, the damage from Zast, they had it along with the Lapu Lapu, and not to mention the Lycan Pounds. The rod itself, the damage was too much to even barely manage to stand down along
You
with that Framis Ultimate, and it will be Team Eliminators taking down the first game for today. And this is the best of 3 series, so we'll be back in some minutes with the game number 2 between these two matches. Teams, sorry. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle Night Championship Season 1. I'm Saskia along with my co-caster, Silverhawk, this time again in the casting deck.
Alright, guys, this is going to be the game 2 from the team Eliminators versus team NAVA. And we can see the first ban coming in, Terizula from the side of, team NAVA. And they're trying to do the, same bans again and again. Maybe the Zask ban, it was too much to handle for them in the last match. So just trying to take off Zask.
Technically speaking, it was a team Eliminators who did manage to secure a Zask, and they are planning it right now. So, they respect the hero itself. They know he's just too much to handle with. So they'll be banning out the Zask, a possible ban or a respect ban. Not a
That is
respect ban though.
maybe no, sorry. They were the team. The team Eliminators were playing Zask, but as the team Nava has the first pick, they don't have a choice, but they will still ban the Zask. Because say they can't pick the Zask. That's how it is. Maybe Lapu Lapu. They're going for the Lapu ban. Maybe it's a respect ban because from the last match, Lapu Lapu was way too much to handle. Maybe we can see a Roger ban as well. What do you think, Sasuke?
I don't know, Mills. That is a lot of heroes to ban out, and I'm glad like this time they're not focusing on EXP lane, but it did feel like because there are two of the heroes. Well, the third ban for the first phase of the draft, it will be none other than Zushin, and the final ban coming in from Team that is Team Eliminators. Maybe it could be a Ling or maybe a
Could
Roger.
You could be right because Roger was way too much to handle, and as they have the first pick, they won't give anything to gamble. They will just ban out anything that is really worthful. So maybe the Clint is much more worth for them. So just taking out Clint out because they went Clint in the last match. So it's a respect ban from their side as well to them for the team Nava. The first pick, the Roger is open. The Roger is open. The Haya is open. The Ling is open. There's a lot of mages open as well. They will go for the Yuzhong pick. What do you think, Sasuke, over here? The first pick is going to be EX.
I do think maybe a safe pick or comfort pick coming in from Mr. Bombastic on that Yushang, but it is going to be a Ling in the hyper.
Oh, I'm so excited to see Ling. Just when the Tempest of Blades coming, I'm just excited to see that shing 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 shing.
Exactly. We are yet to see if that Ling is going to be a Shing Ling, or it's going to be a fly Ling.
Yeah, you could be right, my friend. You could be right. We can see the Paquito pick as well from that side of team eliminators. Maybe that's the answer to the Yuzhong pick from their side. Because Paquito at some point could has a faster laning than this Yuzhong over there. In the late game as well. You could just cut the lanes within like S2 and S1, and you're good to go for the team fights.
Exactly, but the first two heroes in the EXP lane, along with the Hyper, they do lack the frontliner or the CC areas, and I do hope like they would be covering out that in the mage along with the Roma section. Meanwhile, in the gold lane, it's going to be the assassin ninja, the Hanabi.
Oh my god. Maybe Hanabi could be answered to the Claude as well. They're trying to go for the answer, maybe the answer picks, answer top. And we can see the Lolita band from the side of Team Eliminators. I thought they could be a Kaja, they could be a Saber, they could be a counter for Link. But no, even they had a. We can just move on to the second phase of the banning. But even in that case, they're not trying to ban any counters of Link as well. Even though from the side of Team Nava, I think they should just prioritize Link's counter because he's kind of broken in the late game. So maybe they're just going for the Lunox ban. Maybe they're trying to hide some potential over there, and the Roger ban coming in because they didn't have the hyper picked as well. So they just banned out Roger. As you can see, in the last match, the Roger was so fed within only 4 minutes.
You are right. Roger right now is a devastating wolf, along with the new item that has just come over. Sky Piercer along with the Lycan Pounce is just too much to handle it. And the final ban coming in from Team now, it's going to be a chip, a standard, or rather a good ban. the hero, he has too much potential to do early skirmish in the TA in the land of Dawn itself. Meanwhile, in the cold lane, okay, I don't think so. That is a good pick. Okay, well, okay, they did hurt to me, and it's going to be the Pelric on the roam.
That's absolutely right. As a Balearic pick, maybe it's they're just trying to go for a total brawl comp. Maybe they're just trying to just immobilize the opponents with the Ling, going for the Tempest plays and securing the kill over the Claude. But he still has a vengeance over there. And if we look after the Lilia, she has a sprint. I don't think so. Like, will
Mm.
Link be able to, manage out? You just, force out the black shoes, but maybe they need a front line to, handle the team fights because there's a Yuzong. Not in every team fight he'll manage to come in by using. He'll be forced to use the Black Dragon form, but there's a Florine pick coming from the side of Team Nava. And the Hayabusa will lock down. Maybe it's an answer to the Link pick. Maybe like it's like you're gonna pick the meta assassin. I'm gonna pick the meta assassin as well.
Maybe, but it's going to be Shinchan on the glory along with Kakashi on that ninja that is the Hayabusa. Oh, Kakashi, the copy ninja itself on the Hayabusa.
That sounds so ominous. Oh my god, that is so relatable. Okay, the ninja is playing the ninja. As you can see, the last pick
Exactly.
from the side of Team Eliminators is going to be Aurora to fulfill the team fight with the Belleric's ultimate. Belleric would just go pop out his ultimate, and the Aurora will just back him up with the ultimate. It's going to be total freeze and immobilize comp from this side. And even if they run low, the Ling is going to be just chasing them down. And most probably, the Claude has changed his spell from Vengeance to Purify. Maybe after looking at the draft, but no, we'll change it back to the Vengeance, and Lydia will go on the Purify from Sprint. What do you think, Sasuke? Which draft do you like better?
Well, talking about the draft, when both the drafts have a similar kind of upper hand, but team eliminators they have this Belleric who would be the front liner. So I would be vouching out for team eliminators again just because they have the front liner, they have the damage dealer along with that Aurora, just mocking and freezing out whoever comes to her.
And Hanabi is on Eggies, so maybe Kakashi goes for the kill on Crisis. Maybe it will kind of bait him out, and if he uses this Augie Shadow kill, maybe she'll just use Eggies to just back off and do the outplay kind of thing. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen because both the junglers are assassins. Who does the better farming? Who does the better level up process? We are yet to see what happens, Sasuke.
And we are back in the land of Dawn as both the teams and the heroes marching down to their respective lanes. Meanwhile, we are seeing a possible rotation for a lane who would be rotating down towards EXP this time. Meanwhile, Hayabusa would be rotating towards the cold, as we are seeing for the buff rotation for both of those heroes.
That's absolutely right. Claude will just poke down the minion at the last hit and get as much gold as he can without, showing his position over the, because he's still most probably out of his turret and Florin is with her. But, there's a support. They don't have early CC. So, like Belleric could go for the invade with the link. But no, they will just go for their own farming at this point. Belleric is there to, help Hanabi over there. Meanwhile, there's going to be a small gang. There's a flicker baited out from Florine. There's a good gang. Haya is already level 4. As we can see, there's the first blood coming on to the Yuzong. But in the top side, Hanabi is down after using his Eggies as well. Both the MMs are down. There's a double kill coming in from Hayabusa. Oh my god, maybe he's going for the Sky Pierce. If he does, it's the cheapest item. If he goes for it, he's just gonna make it in 2 minutes, under 2 minutes.
Exactly, Kashi getting the two kills in the early phases of the game. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, it was split between Kakashi's. I mean, not Kakashi, but Suzumi, the Pakito securing one kill over to that Yushang.
Oh my god, there's a gang over there. Florin doesn't have a flicker over there. He won't use his ultimate because of the turtle coming in. Hayabusa still has his retribution to steal the turtle because he still doesn't have the backup. He's totally alone over there. The Belric is in the mid lane. He's trying to get the level 4, and he is level 4 right now. Maybe If he loses the retribution, they'll just go for the invade because they don't have. Oh my God, he will secure the retribution. He still have his Ogi Shadow Kill to just back off. Pakito is going to support his team from there. Also arrives there with the level 4. He's totally trying to zone them from the red buff. He still doesn't have his retribution. Ling is extremely low, but he still has his retribution with him.
Exactly,
There we
I was going down with his shadow form, and okay, he will be like neglecting down the red buff. Meanwhile, Dragon securing a kill over to the Ling, and he is looking for more as he is going to take down that Belric, but in the process, he'll be going down as Pakito is there to take him down.
That was so beautiful petrify from Yuzhong. Did you see that? He was like two-man knock up and put the petrify. He just forced uses for the passive of Aurora. And maybe she
Exactly.
will get the process as well. Ling is going for his blue buff. I just want to see that Shing coming in from the Ling. Maybe he will just, try to hide it for the best team fight yet. Yuzhong is going for his to defend the turret back. Maybe in the as you can see, like both the junglers are most probably, just farm it up. And if you look at the goal lead, there's like 1.2 goal lead from the side of team eliminators at this point. Akito will
Exactly.
go
And
for the
talking
mid
about the
lane.
itemization,
That is
talking
absolutely
about
right. As you can see, oh my god, like Yuzhong is, he's trying to hide over there. Pakito is going back to rotate. He's trying to take that creep, so Hayabusa won't, and he's trying to stick to his team because there's no front line. Even if he gets caught up, he's totally dead. There's no backup for him. Only the Florin's ultimate. The lynch pounds will be used by the Florian will just bait it out over there. Paquito is trying to go for a better. In the top side, we can see a huge gang coming in. When just been popped up, Hanabi has been killed in the process. There's a mega kill coming in from Hayabusa.
exactly. And he has made the Sky Piercer and he is getting the stack ready for killing down the Hanabi. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Shinchan will be going down, and along with that, Lilia will be going down again, and along with that, the mighty Yu Shang is down as well. A 3-for-0 trade off win. No, team fight victory for Team Eliminators. A free turtle again for them.
That is absolutely right. Even the Ling is making his rotation so perfect. Like after every team fight, he has his just go for his blue buff and his red buff. He's totally back for the rotation in the gang team. Even we look at the top side, both the gold laners, like they're just trying to do the 1v1 over there. They're like, you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna kill you. That's the thing that's happening in the top lane. You can see, after the turtle's shield, everyone gets the shield. Even at the Blurred Wings, the Aurora's, shield is. We can see in the jungle side, Hayabusa is most probably trying to kill the Pakito. Pakito will just back off over there. The Hayabusa still doesn't have his ultimate, neither he has his blue buff. They're trying to potentially hide over there. Maybe Ling will just go and just secure some kills over there. Aurora's ult being used up. Beldrick's ult used as well. Hayabusa still doesn't have his ultimate. Ling's ultimate is still there. Maybe he will just take the Hayabusa off as well. There are like 3 people off the board. Maybe there's a third kill, fourth kill coming in shut down as a triple kill from Ling. And yes, Sasuke, it was kind of shing Ling.
Well, it was not a fly link, but it was not that expected shin link. Meanwhile, Black Dragon form being used in the bottom lane as Dragon will be going down. Pakito is there, but he'll be looking for more aggression as Ling is there for the backup. The tower is down, and he'll be going down as Master coming for the link.
Pakito is going for the proper, burst kind of items. As you can see, the shadow kill been popped up, but he wouldn't be able to secure the kill. Even though he has retribution, Hayabusa still doesn't have his quad shadow, but no, he's been taken off with the Pakito, but still Link secures the kill. He has his Great Dragon skill been popped up. Maybe the Link just backs off. He uses the Tempest of Blaze. Maybe he's been caught up, and there's a shutdown on Link. Claude maybe got Claude got the shutdown from Ling, but still, if you look at the farm difference, the difference is almost like 7k.
In the mid lane, Claude has an upper hand, but there comes the AGs being used from the Hanabi, and he'll be going down as Pakito is there to take him off. A beautiful execution coming in from Pakito, knocking down Hayabusa with a safe disengage.
That was so, they're totally playing. I'm pretty sure, like, they're totally communicating. It's a team communication coming in from the side of Team Eliminators. Paquito is totally hiding over there. The knockup coming in onto the Yuzhong. Maybe they're trying to use his Black Dragon form. He uses Black Dragon form. Maybe they're trying to engage, but there's still not proper backup from the side of Team Nava. The Black Dragon form has been used up. Maybe they have to wait for another 60 seconds for the next Black Dragon form. The red buff been secured up, but no. Tempest of Blades coming in. Ling will most probably take down the kill. There are two people dead over from the side of Team Nava. Kyujong will most probably back off on such low HP. Paquito is almost,
Exactly.
trying to kill Florine in the turret, but Ling secures the kill onto the Florine. She doesn't had, she even after using the flicker, she couldn't back off. So that's the catch. You need to have a frontliner in your team. So that's how it wins for them.
Exactly. Yuchong can't probably be the sole frontliner that team now needs, but again, clock going down along with the blazing duet being used with that Vengeance Link is pretty low, and Habuza won't be not troubling that much or overextend just to secure a kill. Meanwhile, okay, Aurora, she will be disengaging for now.
Hayabusa is trying to, get as much farm for his team. At least, they could just defend the first lord after first lord. Maybe they will have enough farm to cope up with the second lord. They're just going for the first lord. They're just getting the full team back up. But Paquito is in the top lane. Maybe if they go for the split push, Paquito is potentially hiding over there. If someone comes, he's just gonna surprise them like, hello, I'm here. Like, I'm defending this lane. Hayabusa will most probably go for the lord, but no, he will not be able to secure the lord. Maybe the retribution has been used up as well. It doesn't have a spot shadow. The second tier has been most probably been taken on. Black Dragon form been used up. Tempest of Blade from Ling is also used up. He doesn't have anything to back off. Benedict has been trying to do some CC over there. Paquito will take down the mid tier in the process. Aurora still has an ultimate. This is going to be a beautiful ultimate from Aurora. And Yujong will be taken down in the process. So does the Paquito. It's going to be EXP for EXP. Oh my god, as we can see, the bot
Again,
lane, Hayabusa has been taken off as well by the Link's first S-Win. Oh my god, he doesn't have anything to escape, but Lilia most probably been forced up black shoes over there. Florine's been taken off because she didn't have a flicker. Oh my god.
my oh my, that was one hell of a team fight back to back. Again, Mingle Hanabi is that shaking down. Okay, Ling is there and secures, not secures, but rather do manage to make sure that Lilia is forced to use his black shoes.
That's absolutely right. What they're doing is if the Link pops out the black shoes, Paquito just goes in. And if the Paquito does the same, just Links just pop out onto them. So it's a beautiful ultimate from Aurora. Oh my god, unstoppable from the Link to the Florine. They doesn't have the Florine's ultimate to heal themselves. Black Dragon form been used up. Lilia has been down in the process. Blazing Duet coming in, but no, with the vengeance, but he will still be down. Beleric is down in the process. It's game over for the side of Team Nava. The Ogi Shadow Kill been used up. They don't have any minions there. They have to wait for the next minion wave. Oh my god. Florin will be back within seconds, but no, she won't be able to do anything. Ling is trying to do some plays over there. He was trying to save his ultimate, but Paquito will be, down because he overextended. But still, the game goes for the team eliminators. Oh,
Exactly. I have to agree with you that Ling play was a kind of shing rather than just fly. And talking about the itemization right now, I know it's pretty late, but you are right. Like the Paquito, he has been focusing on that fully damage burst item. And what went wrong for team now this time? Like I do mention, like they lack the frontliner. They have the dragon, but the dragon's ultimate, it's not like it is resources full, but the CD, the countdown on the black dragon farm is just too much. Even in the level 1, in the early stage of the game, the countdown is around 68 to 74 minutes, and that not minutes but seconds, but and that is too huge of a countdown. And imagine, like, just bait down the black dragon farm in the early phases of the game, and you don't have a frontliner, and even that lacked for them to avoid the early engage coming in from the team eliminators into the jungle won't suffice.
and Sasuke, the Ling was so adaptive of the map. He looked at the map every second where he could secure the kill. He literally has the most teamfight participation among his teammates. Look at the 76% teamfight participation coming in from Ling. Oh my god! And if we look onto the, if we look onto the team Nava, Yuja most probably was trying to clear the wave so he could just get the farm and the defense items so he could front line, but that would probably fail because Florin is not enough to front line for a team after using a ultimate, but still, there should be a sandbag from the side of Team Nava. There was no sandbag. Haya was most probably trying to take off as much as skills he wanted you know, to just farm up and get the turtles and the lords, but it didn't go any right way.
Exactly, and that is it for this game. The best of three series will be coming to an end as Team Eliminators will be moving on to next round. A 2-0 beautiful game coming in from Team Eliminators. I'm Saskia along with Silverhawk, and we'll be signing off for the day. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, again to Battle Night Championship Season 1. I'm Sasuke along with my co-caster Silverhawk, again on the caster's deck.
Okay, guys, welcome. It's going to be like best of three between the teams, the Infamous Crew versus the Grey Guard. If we go on the abbreviations like TIC and GG. If we move on to the banning phase, maybe we can expect some assassin bans over here. What do you think, Sasuke? And there's going to be edit ban, first ban coming inside of the Infamous Crew.
Technical bans, I mean, standard bans right now, if you talk about the bans, left and right, and it's going to be the linked ban coming in from Team Grey Cards. They want to know, don't want to go against that hero. We did probably saw the fast hands laying in the previous game, which was against NAVA versus I forgot the team name. Never mind. But it's going to be the Roger Pan again. Oh, we won't see the half werewolf in the clan of Dawn.
Oh my god, the Roger ban it's kind of common, like with the first atom being Sky Piercer, as well as with the Hayabusa link, they could just go for the Sky Piercer and secure the kill. In the first minute, they could just, stack their, passes of the Sky Piercer. It's a good item. Although you get it from around like 1.5k gold. And it has like, the adaptive damage. That is so cool. I like it.
Exactly, and moving on to the second ban coming in from Dame Gigi, it's none other than the Hayabusa.
Oh my god. Both of the assassin bans have been taken out. Maybe the third ban could be Fanny. You don't know. You don't know. Even the Hylos is open, the Zask is open. Maybe potentially they're trying to, ban out the tanky users maybe. They could be a ban of, mages as well. The Louis, what do you call it? There's a Zuxian over there, then there's Zask. But they will go for a Tigreal ban. Maybe the first ban is Edith, so maybe they're trying to lower the CC as much they can. They're just trying to ban out Tigreal, or perhaps it could be a respect ban coming in from the side of Infamous Crew as well. We never know.
We never know. You are right, and that is the final ban for the first phase of the draft. As Zushin will be banned immediately from the team Grey Cards. The first pick that is the Zask Open.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see whether it's going to be Hylos, Zask. Maybe they could go for Louis as well. But no, Sasuke, our prediction has been perfectly correct. And yes, they're going for a Hylos pick. But the Zask is open. Maybe they just go for like, if you take this, we'll take that. Maybe that kind of thing will be just pop up out of nowhere. Maybe they will go for a Zask. They can go for a Louis. There's Clint open as well. Maybe the Clint is a really good, to handle the wave. Maybe they could go for it because most of the assassins are banned. So they could just go for the mage or the EXP. The Yuzhong is open. There's a lot of EXPs open as well. There's Terzilla is open. There's a lot of, if we calculate, mages would be the first priority from the side of GG. I think so they will. Because Hyper, they don't have much option right now. Oh my god, and it's going to be really good picks coming in from the side of GG. It's going to be Terzilla and Louis with a proper coordination of team. With a divergent coming in from Louis, they could actually be a massacre over there. They could actually, do some, full brawl comp over kind of thing. What do you think, Sasuke?
Well, I totally agree with you on this point, but it's going to be a Freya pick along with the Claude. I'm not sure if that Freya is going to be on the EXP or in the Hyper. I would rather doubt that Freya on the EXP pick though.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see, the Freya pick on the Hyper. And because, even if they pick one more tank, there's Hylos who could actually go to the EXP. If the Freya manages to, if she changes the spell to Retribution, maybe that could be a better because they could also put one more sandbag in the team. It could be really good. Or perhaps they also have a sandbag. So they could just go for support like Matilda, Florine, Angela to, just back the Claude up or, just help the Freya to, just scale up a bit or just help her in the team fight so that she doesn't die and get her HP back up. But Claude, maybe there's a lot of CC to disrupt the blazing duet. We can see the Terizla's penalty zone over there, and Leslie has been picked up as an answer towards those tanky picks, such as Hylos. Maybe in 1v1 laning, Leslie is perhaps stronger, in early game to the Claude. In late game, we also know like Leslie is also stronger than Claude.
Exactly, the damage coming in from Leslie in the late game is just too much to deal with, and I do agree with you for some point. But moving on to the second phase of the draft, we are seeing that is going to be disaster panel. They won't let it be open. Meanwhile, in the response, it's going to be the chip ban.
That's absolutely right. They're just gonna slide it. It's like, nope, nope, we don't want Zask. You can just take it or you can just ban it. And yep, that's what happened. They just banned the ban out the Zask. They are still yet to pick the Hyper and from the team and famous crew, they're yet to pick the Hyper and the Mage. And if you look on the side of GG, they're yet to pick the tank and the Hyper. So maybe they'll potentially ban out a tank. No, sorry, maybe they could just ban out a Hyper or a Mage for the team and famous crew, and maybe they'll just do the same for them because the hyper is yet to pick for the both of the teams. So they'll just wait and see what the team comp is like. Maybe it's going to be a assassin pick because the fan is still open, or maybe it could be a fighter jungle as well.
Oh, you were right, my friend, and it's going to be a Valentina ban. I do suggest the team in famous crew for probably ban out that Xavier. Not Xavier, the Julian. Sorry, man. I'm confused in both of the skins and the names itself.
That happens, but Julian is kind of good in this meta currently. So maybe they would potentially try to ban the Julian because maybe they're still yet to pick jungle. Both of the teams are trying to just see what the both the each team does. So they're just planning everything. They're executing their draft really perfectly.
Exactly, and it's going to be the Minotaur coming in from the team Infamous Crew as it would be the final ban coming in for the banning phase. Moving on to the picking for the second phase of the draft, it's going to be the Bane and the Hyper. I was thinking about a Bane would probably go or work with Louis along with the Terizla.
That would be totally brutal if you just go like in that way. If you like they just use a diversion with the penalty zone and the deadly catch from Bane, it's going to be wipeout. It's as we can think, but then comes the magic defense and all everything. Because we're still yet to see the draft from the both teams. Let's not be skeptical on those. We can most probably see Xavier pick on them because Xavier is kind of does the poke damage as well as his dawning light. Could be literally faded in the late game, but most probably they're trying to go for the burst mage so that at least they could burst down and zone out the Tesla, the Bane, because it's a fighter. There's no mobility in him.
Exactly, and we are seeing a kite jungle at this point along with a Lilia, and it is going to be a Kai along with that Lilia. For the rumor section for Team GG, I would personally prefer an Atlas, because the combination they could probably do with it right now is just too much. Connecting fatal links to two or three members along with the ultimate coming in from Bane and the CC coming in from Louis is just too much perfect to think of.
That is absolutely right. If they pick the Carmilla, if they secure the Carmilla, if the Carmilla's ultimate is perfectly been popped up, they could literally do the wipeout with the Louis because there's a Louis. The more members are there, the better the Yin Yang overturn just does its work. And we can just see at the final, all the drafts has been completed, all the picks have been done. What do you think, Sasuke? Which is a better draft for you? I personally think, the Team GG has a better team fight participation kind of, draft. But what do you think, Sasuke?
I do think like you are correct on this point because I don't know that EXP pick that is Freya. In the early phase of the game itself, a Freya against a Terizla, I don't know yet though. But again, Team TIC they have the late game composition. Freya and Claude, their power spike is going to be activated in mid to late game if they get the appropriate farm and itemization. Along with Lilia, they have the early game damage till mid game. So they they do have a right draft, I would say.
In the early game, the Tesla will zone the Freya with his executional strike. But let's see, if the Freya manages to get farmed up and really good, that's going to be fatal for the side of um, Team GG. But let's see, let's dive into this match. Let's say hello to the Land of Dawn. We can see both the teams are most probably going to help their junglers, so the fast rotation comes in. and maybe they just gap off the as well. The both MMs are, potentially try to hide in a bush. The Lilia will use all of her bombs to, give a good amount of support to his jungler. It's Akai because he has a kind of, low, slow jungle. That's why. And we can see
Exactly,
like
and that is the high loss beating down the retribution from that Bane.
that is right. Maybe he won't be able to contest that Litho Wanderer now. And we what we thought is totally opposite. The Terizla is kind of, chucked down into the turret. He's not going for the aggressive thing. Maybe he should because, so that Freya doesn't get scaled up in the early game. Oh my, it's going to be the first blood coming in onto the Claude. We didn't couldn't catch it up, but he didn't use his flicker because it's the early game. If he uses flicker, the Hylos is at this low HP. He's trying to use revitalize. The full 4-man backup coming in. He'll most probably try to back off, but Yin Yang overturn perfectly connecting, and the Hylos will be taken down in the process. Akai is still not level 4. He's still trying to take the kill onto the. He got level 4, but no deadly catch coming in to disengage, and the flicker will be able. Carmela will use a flicker to back it off, and there's heavy spin been used up, and he doesn't have his heavy spin for the next 40 seconds.
Exactly, and the turtle is going to be spawn up in the 25 seconds, and meanwhile we are seeing some 0 to 2 score lead of around 1k in terms of team. Right, that is team GG. Hylos is trying to zone Bane out. But again, it is the Yin Yang overturn that is signed over that Luo dealing some amount of damage and making sure that Team TIC gets their hand off so the turtle area.
They have the perfect, marking thing. They have, what to, target. They're going for the turtle. Terizlas has his ultimate. He's probably, do the penalty zone. The deadly catch coming in. Let's see who gets the turtle. The perfect retribution coming in from the side of GG. The Bane will secure the turtle over there. No one dies in the process. There's a good turtle team fight coming in. Both the junglers will just go back for their buffs and go for the jungler. The gold lane, the Claude was still trying to, back his team up, but he's kind of late. The Leslie is, just doing the one hit on the minions to get as much farm as she can. And she almost have like one level up than if you compare to the Claude. The Bane will most probably, try to take the gold lane in the early game because the Claude has been already died once. So most probably they are trying to, just choke him up in the early game so he doesn't get farm up and disrupt the, team fight.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we are seeing okay, that was quite a good rotation coming in from Freya, making sure that she gets the farm she needs before the mid game. Meanwhile, okay, that is a cultivate being used from the Bane itself, and that is connecting, but it won't be connected to the Leslie or Bane and engaging in the process.
That is absolutely right. They're just trying to take off the Claude every time. The Leslie will take a double kill onto the Akai in this 3 minutes of the match. She almost, I think, she got her first item, I think so. Oh my god. And if you look onto the farm difference, it's almost like 1.2 goal lead. It's almost like 1.8 goal lead. It's too much in only 4 minutes. They're trying to chunk out all the gold from the, top tier, but no, they failed to do so. Louis is extremely low on the mana. She will be forced to use the go on to the base. It will take a lot for you to just rotate back. Hylos was there to almost interrupt her recalling phase, but no, she will get this proper secured recall. If we look at the bottom side, Terizla is trying to do some poking to the Freya. She still has her ultimate to disengage and just back off with the inspire as well. He's trying to take off the farm from Akai, but he doesn't know he's extremely at bad position. Heavy spin, perfectly spinning the Terizla. Many ultimates been used up, turtle has been spawned off. Bane uses deadly catch perfectly with the Carmela's ult. The Hylos has been most probably will be taken down, but no. Hylos most uses the ultimate to give a proper vision for his team. In the process, there's a Tesla was down in the process, but they will still manage to secure the turtle for his team. It's going to be GG, and 1v1 in the top side, we can see both the MMs. Claude has been taken down again. It's like 0-3-0 from Claude.
Exactly, that was some hell of a fight between these two teams. That out rotation, or rather than our overcommitment coming in from Scarlet, let him into the punishment. Talking about the itemization, Freya did manage to secure, or rather made the Sea Halberd as the first item, along with Claude managing to secure a Scarlet corrosion site, not Scarlet, sorry.
They're most trying to, this just gap the Claude over there. Claude was probably at the bad position over there. They would just taken off. Hylos is going for his team. He's the heavy spin he still has. He's spinning the Carmilla up. If we look, there's Hylos has been taken down with three people. Claude has been forced to use the blazing duet, but the ultimate of Leslie will be taken down. There's no instant support for his Claude to, manage to come back of it, so they can avoid the ultimate of the Leslie. But no, they will not be able to do it because even if they did, Leslie had the flicker to get the kill. Again, a good diversion coming in from Louis, but Freya will be taken down in the process. Freya is trying to just get her farm up. She's trying to be selfish, but still he's been taken out in the early game. This Tesla has been, totally been zoned in the area. There's like 3v1 over there. Bane is there to support him over there. Maybe they're trying to get the kills in the early game. So Lilia is over there as well. She doesn't have enough farm to melt down them yet. There's another turtle spawning in the next 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Oh my god, Sasuke, that's going to be so brutal for the late game. Claude is trying to get the top tier. Leslie is going back to protect the tier. The turtle has been spawned off. Hynos is there to give the vision. Tesla still has his ultimate to just disrupt the heavy spin of Akai. But even after he uses the heavy spin, although like Bane has been managed to get a proper retribution every time. They're just trying to go for the Leslie kill because she has a lot of farm right now. Maybe they're potentially trying to gank her, but she will be forced to use the flicker out. But no, she actually doesn't use the flicker. She'll just use the S1 over there. A good divergent play coming in. Claude will manage to secure back off from there. Maybe if he didn't have his S2. Oh my god, there's been 3-man penalty zone coming in. Hylos ultimate been used up. Carmilla's ultimate been used up as well. Claude still doesn't have his ultimate, but in the process, most probably Carmilla has been used, like forced to use the flicker out. Terizla has been down in the process. Akai has been trying to recall at the really back position. He's trying to back off Rinyan over time, perfectly taking on the kill on the Hylos, and it's going to be unstoppable for Louis over there. They're most probably going to take down the mid tier as well. They're trying to trade the turrets. Look at the Freya. Look at Freya. They know that, so they're just going for the divergent, but no, they will cancel it because they know the Louis won't be able to get it alone. They're just trying to back off. The Freya will just back off from there. She has kind of secured a lot of farm for herself. Maybe it will help her in the late game. What do you think, Sasuke?
And technically, they had been doing a 4v5 situation in this right now situation. Even in the team fight, in the turtle fight, I do think like Freya would be coming in handy with that farm. She just managed to grab it, pushed down 2 towers for the team. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we might see that Hylos might be in some dire situation. The positioning coming in from Carmilla is just too good.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They're trying to zone out so badly. The Claude can't even come and join the team fight. He has to stay so back. But there's a huge, good heavy spin and pinning coming in from the Akai to the Bane. And Akai has been down in the process. I mean, sorry, Bane has been down in the process. The Bane, Akai will secure a good heavy spin. He's trying to, get a kill on that Carmilla as well. Carmilla has been down. The Louis has been extremely low. Hylos is trying to get the kill on the penalty zone, been coming in the zoning off them and helping the Louis to get back from there in the worst possible situation. Lilia will try to do some poke damage over there, but Bane is not there yet, so it's like free lord for them.
Exactly, and meanwhile Leslie is trying to clear out the mid lane, and she'll be going down to the bottom lane to try and get the farm and items that she needed ASAP.
That's absolutely right. What's happening, they're targeting the hypers. So Bane has been extremely farmed up. Look, if you look at the farm, if you look at his farm, he's like level 13. And we look at the Akai, he's most probably only like 12. The retribution damage also matters in the team fights. If they're going for the Lord, the turtles, the retribution damage also matters. The one who has the higher level has the higher retribution damage.
You're perfectly right about that thing, and meanwhile the Lord is going to be marched down the enemy base from the bottom lane. Meanwhile, we can see that Hylos is there, and we might see a possible team fight coming in action. Ikai is there. He didn't manage to take down or rather give out the vision. Okay, that goes the Louis ultimate, but no one will be, in that ultimate. Low is there. Yin Yang Overton connecting to the Akai. He is the only one. Happy Spins the main thing, and Camilla will be the one who is get caught. Meanwhile, Freya is there and secured that tower. Ultimate being used, penalty zone connecting two members of the team DIC, and in the process, both of them will be going down as Stanislav managed to secure a kill over to that Freya.
They are perfectly, they have a perfect target. Who you have to target, who you not have to target. The Akai's heavy spin. It was so perfect. The Carmilla is so off position, but still she managed to get back to her team, use her ultimate to disengage back. A really good Lord defense coming in from the side of GG. There's Aka is extremely bad position. He's extremely at the bad position. Louis is keeping her distance so that Akai doesn't catch her into his heavy spin. Meanwhile, we can see both the junglers are most probably taking up the farm. Akai is going for his red buff now. It's going to be spawn in the 5 seconds. If we look at the mid lane, if we look at the crab cannon of Bane, the pass down damage, it's almost like 150%. And if someone's at extremely low HP, you know what will happen? It will be like totally deleted. They'll be like extremely deleted in only in 1 second. They won't even realize what happened because the crab cannon is so fast you can't even react to it. A good divergent play coming in, but no one will go with their. Hylos is most probably going to give a good amount of vision for his team. They're trying to keep their vision, they're trying to keep their position safe. The Claude is going most probably go for the split push, but the Lord will be spawned in the 15 seconds. Freya is totally alone over there. If no, but no, they won't go for the bait. They will just wait for the Lord. Carmela has been faulted. Maybe she's totally at the bad position. A good Yin overturn. The Aka is extremely low because the penalty zone been used up, but no one will be caught up in the penalty zone. But meanwhile, he still has his retribution, but he doesn't have his heavy spin. So we can see if possibly they will go for the Lord. I think so. Leslie still has her ultimate to see who's over there. But she'll be used the ultimate onto the high loss to get the vision. Freya is totally alone in the bot lane. Maybe she's trying to get the tower, but in the Lord side we can see there's good Lord downs. Oh my God, the deadly catch coming and the securing the Lord from the side of GG. A good Carmilla coming in. Hyros is almost like the 50% HP. They will try to back off because they have got the Lord now. They'll just go a good follow up with the Lord. Maybe it's going to be end, or maybe it's not. There will be a good Lord defense because Priya has been scaled up now. She could most probably defend the Lord. Could eat the Lord on her own.
Exactly, and talking about the score, it is probably 6 to 13, a 3K or 4K goal lead. And not talking about the itemization quickly, we can see that Freya has already made the Sea Halberd along with the Blade of Despair, along with the Berserk of Fury, and maybe right now she is probably going down for that endless battle. Meanwhile, in the top, in the team, GG Rice on that lastly has made Berserk of Fury along with Blade of Despair, endless battle, and the Sea Halberd. Both of the teams are pretty scaled up with the itemization they have.
That's absolutely right. As you can see, as I told, the Lord has been eaten up by Freya and Claude. It was so instant. They lost no turrets, only the top turret because of the 5-man rotation, a really good position with them. Deadly catch should have been used up. A good pin could be over there. But no, a good diversion play coming in from Louis. Louis and Carmilla has been extremely good plays. Claude still has a flicker to disengage back over there. The mid tier is extremely low with the deadly catch in securing the mid tier. Maybe they could potentially go for it. Hylos is most probably giving the vision for his team. All the other members are keeping their vision hidden so they don't get caught up in the deadly catch as well as the Carmilla's ult. Maybe a good, oh my God, it's a really good yin overturn and heavy spin will be used up. Maybe he will most probably go for the telling, but no, he will fail to do it. He will be taken off by Leslie's shot.
Exactly, the damage coming in from Leslie along with that low is just too much at this point. Even the Akai will be going down. I know he did try to smash his one of the members with his ultimate bit. Within an instant, he was taken down.
That's absolutely right. Oh my God, it's like one shot, it was like 40% HP. One shot, 40% HP, another shot, 40% HP. It is so brutal. Like one shot deals so much damage. Oh my God, like Leslie with the red buff is totally brutal. and totally it's 15 minutes late game. So if you look on the farm difference, it really doesn't matter because most of the members are most probably 15 level. So if you look on the hypers, both of the junglers are totally max level, and this is going to be a lot spawn in the 20 seconds. Terizla is standing there to give his team some vision. Leslie is taking the red buff. She will most probably go with the good backup. And if we see the bot side, Deadly Catch been used up. Akai has been totally solo over there with the high loss ultimate been used up. They will most probably go for the disengage, but they used all of the utilities. Now it's going to be tough for the Lord to take him down. Maybe because he doesn't have his heavy spin with him, the Akai. So maybe the Lord will be falled off in the hands of G Team GG, and yes, that will happen. We can see like there's a good divergent play coming in from Louis, and Carmela is also there to support her. There's no one over there. They're waiting. They're patiently waiting. Like someone will come here. Someone will come here. We will kill him. We will kill him. As you can see, like Leslie is over there to give a proper vision. I mean, and a proper damage as well. A good yin yang return coming in. He's like 50% HP low in only 1 second. That is so insane.
Exactly, and as I mentioned, like the damage coming in right now from that Yin Yang Overton along with that lethal shot coming in from Leslie just two man. Meanwhile, we are seeing Happy Spins connecting towards that pain. He'll be facing down, but Lilia will be there to take him down, and pain will be going down in the process. But again, Lilia will secure the
Whoa.
another kill over to that Carmilla. The Leslie did manage to got the two kills, but in the process, he'll be going down. A 2 for 5 team victory for Team TIC.
Oh my god, they use the bait properly. Lord is there to, defend the base. And Lilia and Freya are like totally diving in. The Lord minions will spawn off. Louis will come here only in 5 6 seconds. Maybe they should clear the minion as fast as they could. Maybe they can take the base off. Louis is there, but she's most probably late over there. They will take down the base within seconds, and the crystal has been popped out.
Exactly. And the first game being taken away by TIC. That level of patience they did right there, They knew, like in the late game, yeah, we do have an upper hand once the Freya and the damage from Claude is awakened. And they did. The damage from Freya and Claude just went too much in the team fight along with the Lilia. The damage
You know
was
what?
too much.
Sasuke, what happened? What happened is, Freya is totally, she's being selfish for herself. She's taking all the farm up. Look at the turret damage of Freya. She's totally been doing the turret pushes and getting the farm up for herself. And in the team fight, she won in the end. She was like deleting everyone with the ultimate and the inspire, with the Claude securing the kill over the Louis in the late game. That was so brutal. And only one team fight will cause them the one team fight in the end caused them the defeat.
Exactly. One team fight is what it takes for TIC to manage and secure the victory over to that team GG. The damage coming in from Skynet and the early aggression from Team Grey Guards was just too good, but they didn't manage to cope up until the last game, and which led them to the first game defeat. We'll be back with the game number two between these two teams. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another beautiful night. And to spice it up, we are back again to the game number two between these two teams, which is Team Grey Guards taking off Team Infamous Crew. I'm Sasuke along with my co-caster Silverhawk, and we will be the casters for this game in the best of three series. The game number one has been already won by Team TIC, the Infamous Crew. A beautiful comeback coming in from them in the late game.
The team is probably the infamous crew, but they did a famous gank in the late game. If we look on the if we look on
Exactly.
if we look onto the bans, like the first ban coming in from the side of GG is going to be the Link. Now I think so they're trying to ban out all the tanks and the assassins. If you look on the side of TIC from the team TIC, it's going to be a Louis ban because they saw the Louis from the last match from the side of team GG. She was the Louis Yin Yang overturn was so perfect. It was so perfect. The team fights were absolutely broken down in between. Even after picking two tanks, that's what the Louis ban was kind of obvious. We know that. We can see the second ban coming in as a Terizilla, which is meta exp, which is the penalty zone was too much to handle because I think so. They're potentially trying to just ban out from the heroes from the last game, the one they caused them the most trouble. They're just trying to take out those heroes which they caused them the defeat. I think so. What do you think, Sasuke?
You are probably right, but based on the bans, we are seeing that the Zask is again open for Team GG to pick it off again. Team GG, they are quite in some trouble because they lost the first game, and if they lost it again, they are out of the tournament, so they are pretty in a dire situation, so they could not mess it up again.
The draft was too pretty confident for them. But I think so they will be in the most adrenaline rush now because it's if they lose this one, it's going to be game over for them. And the Roger was open as well as you mentioned. The Zask was open, the Roger was open, and they will fall for the Roger. Obviously, the Roger pick was pretty good over there. As we can see from the side of TIC, there's going to be the Ruby and Zushin ban. Both of the heroes are kind of CC oriented and the team fight oriented. Let's see how this is going to go. The Zask is still open. So maybe they will go for the Zask again, or maybe they have some kind of comfortable, picks over there. The Cyanide will probably, do something pretty brutal again, like picking a Novaria or picking a Zask. It could be totally, different now because Louis is banned now. We can see a really good pick because there's a lot of mages open.
I'm not sure, they should probably go for the mage if they're not going for the Sask at the moment. Because, taking down, okay, and it will be locked down over to the Moscow on the gold lane along with that Valentina. I don't know, and it will be the Sask, the monster, the alien from another dimension, quite here to devour the land of Dawn.
Oh my god, the two of the good picks. They have gotten like really two good picks with them. And even if the Moscow, scaled up in the early game, like the Leslie got scaled up in the last game, it's going to be brutal now because Leslie has only one lethal shot with her. But Moscow has the whole, the with the Trinity build, it's going to be totally brutal for the side of Team TIC. But they still managed to take the Carmilla. Carmilla helped a lot. We can see the Carmilla helped a lot. But from the seeing from the last match, the Carmilla's ult was totally good. Maybe this time they will manage to secure the Carmilla for themselves now. Maybe now, if we can see like there's a tank is still yet to pick for the side of the team GG. Maybe there's EXP is left to pick as well. Maybe the both the bans will be totally be EXP and the tank oriented. What do you think, Sasuke?
Well, speaking of those heroes, those roles, we are seeing a title ban coming in straight from the team DIC. And talking about bans coming in from GG, they could probably go for the hyper section. Maybe a Julian or Alpha, Terror. There's a lot of possibilities right now going into my mind.
That's absolutely right. And seen from the last match, they could also go Freya Hyper here because they have Ruby, they have Carmilla, they have Zuxin. They could just drag them off over there. Like it's going to be totally brutal. And yes, if they would have picked the Bane, it would have been good. But no, they will just ban out the Bane. It's going to be like now maybe a marksman hyper could be but no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at the Carmilla, Sasuke. Look at the Carmilla. She instantly changed the spell after the Bane was banned. So I
I say
guess
there are
so
no
it's going to be
shortcuts in life.
Carmilla
I
hyper.
literally invented one.
Carmilla Hyper against a Roger Hyper. I don't know. Maybe like you know, in terms of objective securing, like Roger would have an upper hand for the battle between the Retribution. But in terms of team fight, I do agree. Like Camila would be not dealing a damage, but should be like the main one to like go in and fight and sustain the damage coming in from Zask. Along with that, Moscow though the final
That's
band,
absolutely right.
the
That is
final band
absolutely
be could be a possibly Clint or a marksman oriented hero. I don't know. Maybe a Clint is going to okay.
Oh my god. They're most probably, trying to underestimate TIC again. Like the last match. They were pretty too confident. They got too confident in the last match. But they got the consequences of the things they did. But no, even after banning the Hylos, they will still refuse to ban the respect ban, the Freya. And still the Freya has been picked up again. But no, if we look at the Carmela, like she changes the spell back again, and on from the side of GG, there's going to be Khalid locked down as well as the Minotaur. And so, if we go on to the draft, they have pretty good CC from Moscow, from Zas, from as special as well, like there's Minotaur in there. So there's going to be a total good team fight from the side of GG. And even after, if there's going to be a poke, some kind of thing. So maybe Roger with the Sky Piercer and the Lycan Pounce and boom, it's going to be skill secured within seconds.
Exactly. And this Hellcut right now, I do think like it would be a good pick coming in from Team TIC. In the midst of night, you could probably do a lot of things.
Yeah, that is right. But Hellcat would have been good because if he potentially had his full position, the Zask after rotating between while the rotation, he could take him off without even on the full damage because Hellcat's the Terrify and the S2 combo it's too much to handle. And we can see from the team TIC it's going to be Nolan pick. Most probably it's for Roger and Moscow because most of the Moscow users just go on the Inspire, and so with that logic, maybe he doesn't have any escape skills except his S1. If he uses S1, he have to continuously use his basic attacks to lower the cooldown of S1 so he can dash out again. But it's kind of like it's still kind of low mobility hero. As we can if we can move on to the emblem sets, we can see like both the junglers like Nolan is on the lethal ignition and Roger is on the quantum charge. I'm really excited to see how this is going to go because Roger could just scale up in the early game because if you look on the to the both of the drafts, the team fight compensation and the late game and the early to mid scaling members, it's going to be Freya, it's going to be Nolan, and from the side of GG, it's going to be Roger, it's going to be Zask and Moscow. And let's just dive into the Land of Dawn. Let's see how this is going to go. This is match two. The infamous crew versus Grey Guard, Team GG versus Team TIC.
Exactly, and with the heroes which are going, it's probably Ruby on that gold lane. I don't think so. Like technically, that is a good option though, because I do believe like Freya on the gold would probably have an upper hand to make sure that this Moscow don't have that much of farm and along. If in terms of keeping them both in 1v1 situation, I do think like Freya do have an upper hand along with that Inspire. She could probably fully commit. Okay, that goes the stun Minotaur to a rescue and for protection to the Rise.
That's right. After looking at the last match, they decided not to pick the MM because picking an MM was too much to handle for them for their team. They got the early goal lead, but now they will they will take the homework. They will do the homework and refuse to pick the MM pick in this match. And we can see the in the gold and there's Ruby. She could potentially handle the 1v2 situation easily. As we can see, this she's totally zoning them off. Zask is using his first S1 like the thing to zone the Carmilla. She's almost like 50% HP. We can see the Nolan is already level 4. Moscow doesn't have any flicker. Most probably the Moscow is down with with the Ruby is perfectly giving the follow up. Maybe the Moscow is going to be down, and yes, he is. It's going to be the first blood coming in from the side of TIC.
Exactly, and retribution is being used up to secure that kill coming in from Nolan, but he is looking for more as Roger is in some kind of trouble, but Minotaur is that rescue him and he'll be taking down that kill. But again, Nolan is just too hungry and he'll be taking down that kill, but Moscow is there. In the process, he'll be going down as Moscow secures the kill. Rise on that Moscow.
This is the thing where the thing starts, guys. You have to focus perfectly on the map, like the Moscow did, and got the good kill onto the Nolan. He got a pretty good farm for himself. Now, if we look at the turtle has been spawned up. Both the rooms are giving good amount of vision for both of the teams. We can see Nolan doesn't have his blue buff. If we look there, the Freya has been used as her ultimate, and with the Inspire, she's trying to melt down the tank. She doesn't have enough damage. We can see the Roger is most probably, going over there, like, but they still haven't started the turtle yet. We can see Zas has been used to ultimate. Carmela will be down in the process. Nolan still has his retribution to secure the turtle. There's really good S1 coming in from the side of Freya. Minotaur will be down in the process. They're really low. If the Roger secures the Lycan Pounce, it's going to be over. It's like three people really low HP. They're really low HP. Oh my god, there's going to be turtle secured from the side of Team GG. Freya has been extremely low. She needs to recall right now. We can see like in the bottom side, Ruby is trying to, get some farm for herself because in the bot side there's absolutely no gang after the turtle. Now we can see both the junglers are trying to get the farm for themselves. Meanwhile, Nolan still doesn't have his blue buff. He will go for his blue buff and most probably potentially try to gank the Moscow.
You're absolutely right, and we are seeing like Ruby is doing pretty good job in keeping that Moscow up intact in farms. But I have to say, Moscow somehow has the highest gold or higher gold than Ruby this time.
Oh my god, he just uses Spear of Destruction to get few minions. He's totally desperate, to get those gold. We can see a good Carmelite coming in, but Moscow will secure to get back over there. Nolan will most probably get the kill over there, but no, a really good Minotaur's ultimate coming in over there. Yuki is down in the process. We can see Ruby is down as well. The Lycan Pounce will be bounced off onto the Ruby. The Carmelites will she's just safe. She will try to back off from there. Moscow will most probably chunk down all the gold from the tier because there are like three people against one inside the turret.
Exactly, a stun coming down. Roger is looking for that, and he will be securing that kill over to that Carmela killing spree coming in from the Roger.
That's absolutely right. They're most probably trying to get the kills, and because both the teams need the farm for themselves because it's kind of like late and scaling kind of thing. Moscow will misses his ultimate for the minion he was aiming to, but he probably did the ultimate on the Ruby, but he refused to go in. Minotaur is extremely low. Maybe he will go for the rotation as well. We can see Nolan is extremely low. Zask will be forced to use ultimate with the Lycan Pounce. Roger will secure the kill onto the Nolan.
Exactly, and we are seeing that Khaled will be there and he'll be using his ultimate, and Roger is there to secure kill over to the Carmela. Meanwhile, Freya is there using his ultimate, and Minonian Blast coming in handy, knocking down two members of their team TIC, and Tarislav will be there to secure a kill over to that Freya. Meanwhile, okay, we might see that Zushin will be falling down. 1% HP. Roger is there and he'll be jumping down and securing a kill over to the Zushin. Meanwhile, Nolan comes in and secures a kill. Shut down for the Bull.
That's absolutely right. I mean, Roger was, he was trying to get the kill, but Nolan just saw the map. He came extremely at the good position and got the kill, and got the shutdown of the Roger and got a lot of farm from it. The turtle is still up. Maybe Nolan should just go for it because the Roger is still not alive. In the mid lane, we can see Zask has been used his ultimate. Most probably, the Karla will just back off from there. Oh my god! After he the Nolan waited till the Zast's ultimate has been turned. He just went in and got the kill. But Khalid just took down the kill onto the Nolan because now it's totally opposite. Now Roger was dead. They could just go for the turtle, but now Nolan has been dead. Like they can just go for the turtle now from the side of Team GG. And we can see on the bot side, Moscow has been down in the Ruby by 1v1. There's a really good team fight coming in. Minotaur has been pulled over themselves with the Freya's ultimate and the Inspire. They will most probably take down the whole thing over themselves. Oh my god, like a Nolan has been spawned out. They're just trying to go for the turtle again. Zask has been clearing the mid lane. He should most probably go to help his team. Ruby is rotating to the mid lane to get some more farm. The turtle has been secured from the side of TIC.
Exactly, left and right. Too much of team fights happening between these two teams, staying intact. For before a few minutes, it was Team GG having a goal lead of around 2 to 3K. But seeing right now, we are seeing that both of the teams are definitely nearby to each other in terms of gold lead. But in terms of tower, like the top tower has been taken down from Team GG.
We can see like they're trying to gank the Carmela. The Carmela will most probably go back. The Roger extremely low. Ras will be forced to use his ultimate. Khalid's ultimate is used up onto the Nolan. Nolan is down extremely. The Carmela has been extremely low. The ammo of it being used up from Ruby. Khalid has been down in the process. They're trying to get one more kill onto the Minotaur. He still doesn't have his ult. He used his ult, but no, he will still manage to get down. Oh my god, he's dead in the process. They're like 2 for 1 trade. They will do for like 2 for 1 trade. That's actually insane.
Exactly. The CC coming in from Zushin along with that Ruby is just too much for any one of them to handle. Even in the team fight, it is going to be the battle between the mages. That is the Zask versus the Zushin who gets the kill first over to each other, or rather than who deals the ton amount of damage and making sure that they take out the main damage dealer sources.
Roger should just wait for a proper team fight for them because Minotaur is trying his best to give a good setup for his team as well as the Khalid. Khalid is going for the securing the kills, but if they go for a good CC comp over there, they just do a snowball. Roger could just go and do the like and pounce kind of thing and get some kills onto himself. Carmela is doing kind of zone kind of thing, so they could get the mid tier, but no, they will just fail to do it. Lord has been spawned up. Maybe both of the teams are potentially waiting, like who starts the Lord first. They're trying to, they have secured all the bushes over there. They are potentially trying to get the Minotaur, and yes, they will succeed in the process. Zushin's been pulled up, Zast's ultimate been used up, Moscow went down in the process. There's Nolan down as well. There's a big shutdown coming on from Zast onto the Ruby. There are like 3 people down from the side of TIC. There's like 3 for 2 trade. Khalid is extremely down, but extremely low, but he will still get down in the process. It's like 4 for 1. It's like 4 for 3. Like it's like only Zushin is alive from the side of Team TIC. It's going to be Free Lord from GG maybe. If Nolan secures to come right on the time because Roger is kind of low. If Zushin goes there and kind of do some damage onto the Roger, maybe it's going to be faded because Roger still doesn't have his retribution with him. And Nolan is most probably back with his team over there. And Nolan actually has his retribution with him. And Deciu gets the lot, and the perfect retribution from Roger coming in onto the team GG. There's a good team fight coming in. Nolan extremely low. They will just try to go for the back off. Maybe Zushin is extremely low. She's trying to back off from that position. Maybe with the Lord, they could try to get down at least 1 or 2 turrets from the side of Team GG, or maybe perhaps let's say hello to the game number 3. But it's just a first Lord. Let's not be skeptical on that. If we look on to the goal difference, it's not much goal difference, Aske. What do you think?
You are right about the goal difference, and yeah, the lot has been secured by Team GG over here.
That's absolutely right. We can see like both the junglers are, trying to get their farms up for a better team fight participation. Minotaur is there. He's extremely at a bad position. Nolan is there to, back off. He's been forced up to use the ultimate. He doesn't have his ultimate for the next 10 or 20 seconds. They will most probably, the Freya will melt down the Lord easily. They know they can't kill the Freya until her ultimate just been used up. Inspire been used up with it. Roger is extremely low with it. Moscow been giving backup for his team. Freya is extremely low and she will be caught up in the process. Zushin is down in the process with Zak's ultimate. Karamela is extremely low. Maybe she is down as well. It's like only 2 people left for the side of Team TIC. Minotaur is giving vision for his team for both of the members like there's Nolan, there's Ruby. He gave the vision for his team. They know where they are, so they can just you do the split pushes with the Moscow and the Khalid properly.
Exactly, and that was some skills coming in from Nolan fast hand swingers, dealing some amount of damage and making sure that the Zask is forced to recall and that Ruby is there to save down the mid tier 1 tower.
That's right. Like we can see, like the Freya absolutely, just demolished the Lord in like within seconds. But she was forced to use her ultimate because for his team, even the Lord was totally out. She used her ultimate and Inspire to get at least one kill onto it, and she secured it. So as we can see, like in the mid tiers, both the teams are fighting for it. They will, they say it's like we will not let you take the mid turret, and the Zaz as well is kind of there to poke down the turret. Zushin's pull maybe be useful in here because Zaz has ultimate too, and she can actually pull the ultimate of the Zask as well.
Exactly, and Ruby right now is doing the front line along with the damage, and the damage coming in from Freya is no joke. She literally managed to melt down that Roger. It was Moscow who came in handy and protect down that Roger in the previous team fight. Meanwhile, the level 12 and enhanced Lord has been spawned up at this point, and both of the teams are right now looking for a great spot to go. Minonian Blast coming in handy, knocking down that Ruby, and Roger will be there to secure down a kill over to that Ruby. Meanwhile, Zushin comes in handy, knocking down two of the members along with Freya, securing a kill over to the Sass. Meanwhile, Roger and Minotaur will be going down as Carmilla and Zushin managed to stake down a kill on both of them, vice versa.
That's absolutely right. You can see like they did the same mistake as the last match. They were going for the absolute bad position in the Lord fight. They could just wait for it and go for the Minotaur's ult with the help of the Khaled's ult as well. But Freya is too farmed up with the Inspire and Ultimate. She's managed to break down like the team fights in like pieces. It's like she was just taking the kills in like split of seconds. With the CC given by the Zushin with the Ruby, it was so perfect to watch on. Nosuke? Like even if the Lord was so secured, from the side of Team TIC, they were like 4 people dead. As you can see, the Lord is marching down. Most probably, the top tier will be taken down because there's Moscow, there's Roger, there's Zask. They're most probably farmed up as well. Freya doesn't have a Inspire for this team fight. Maybe if she waits for a bit, that Inspire will be back for her team, so that with the ultimate given, she could actually secure a kill onto the Moscow and the Roger as well.
You're absolutely right at this point, and the tower 2 from the top lane will be down as the Lord is marching down from the top lane, and we might see a possible engage coming in. Ruby is there trying to hook and use his ultimate. Probably not.
That's right. They're most probably just poking down the Lord. There's a 1 million coming in. Freya destroys the mid tier within seconds. There's only like 1 HP. It's like 10 to 20 HP left for the top inhibitor turret. And we look on the bot side. They're like literally low tiers, and Nolan will secure to take the turret. Khalid will use his ultimate. They're trying to do for a good engage, but it's going to be. I think she didn't do this because Freya is coming over there. Zask, the ultimate has been used up for his team. Minotaur will be down in the process. Zushin pulls her in. Khalid is down. Freya has been down by Zask. Nolan punishes the Roger. Moscow is trying his best to defend his team and the base because there's like 2 people only left and they're really squishy, and it's like 4 people from the side of TIC. If they get the mid turret, it's going to be totally hard to defend the base. It's going to be totally hard to defend the base. They're like they're extremely low, but Ruby will be called off. They shouldn't do the overextend, but they thought like they could end it, but no, they failed to do so. But the next slot coming in will most probably be fatal from the side of GG. It's going to be hard for them to defend because they have no inhibitors. The Lord will be marching down straight forward because there's no turret to give the damage to the Lord, so that at least the Lord will just melt down in the process.
Exactly. The CC coming in from Zushina continues, a wishing lantern hanging over their head, giving them a slowness along with some amount of CC is just too much and enough for Team TIC Yuki along with that Nandesi to clean up the necessary heroes which Zushin is at, and along that a beautiful engage coming in from that Nolan. Zask forced to use his ultimate. Look at the damage coming in from Nolan at this point.
If we look at the Lord side, because Ars doesn't have his ultimate right now, so it's going to be hard for him to give damage for his team because he doesn't have his ultimate. Like even if he gives the S1 for his team, he will not survive. If we can see, Khalid has been used his ultimate to give some CC to the Nolan, but Nolan survives and manages to escape from there. They have at least don't have two ultimates for their team. Maybe the Lord will fall off from the side of Team TIC because Nolan doesn't have any life steal effects. So maybe the Lord will give a ton of damage to Nolan. He's forced to back off from there. They're trying to get the mid tier clear so that there's a wave pressure coming in from the side of Team GG. They're most probably being forced off to the Lord. Moscow is in the top lane. Zas keeps proper attention to the map. The Lord is extremely low with the Moscow will secure the Lord with the Spear of Destruction. It's going to be totally fatal from the side of Team TIC. There's going to be Scarlet has been taken down in the process. Moscow is pushing the wave. They have Lord as well with them. With this Lord, it's going to be totally brutal to defend because they have, they used everything. They used everything, but the Moscow's Spear of Destruction was absolutely perfect and will secure the Lord.
You're absolutely right on that. And this time, um, I mean, this Minotaur, he is trying to his best to set up for his team, but in the process, it is always Freya who is taking him down left and right. Damage coming in from Freya is now online, and there is only one CC, that is the Minotaur, which could do the potential knock-up or give him the stun that like which is mandatory to kill down the Freya. I mean, I don't think so. Like you can like at this point, like you can go a straight head on to the Freya. Meanwhile, okay, Moscow using his ultimate and going back in the team fight. Damage coming in from Moscow is too much, and he'll be securing the kill over to that Zushin, but in the process, he'll be going down. Freya managed to secure a kill over to that Minotaur. A triple kill coming in. Khalid is the last man standing, and in the process, he'll be going down as Ruby managed to secure a kill. A 1-4-5 raid. Team GG in dire destruction at this point.
They have absolutely nothing to defend the base. Everyone's down. The resurrection time is way a lot. They're just trying to do some recall spams onto them because they know they have won this game. And it's going to be the clean sweep coming in from the side of Team TIC.
The infamous crew finally getting its hands on becoming famous as they managed to get this win
That's
over
absolutely
to that team GG.
Right? They should just change the name from Infamous to, the Famous Crew because at this point they're trying to, doing the recalls at the end. So that proves how strong their entire team is. But, from the side of Team GG, the team fight was so perfect from their side. I think the last call was pretty bad. So they will fall off in this process. The whole team wipeout was been taken out by Freya alone. In the team fight, Carmela's ult was too useful. The damage been passed out from Carmela onto with the Freya, supported by the Freya. It was so brutal. They just melted within seconds. And you just saw the Zask. He was melted only in 2 seconds. Only like with Inspire, like she was like just giving 1 or 2 basic attacks, and Zask was literally finished onto it.
Exactly, that is a Freya along with the along with the Purify, along with the Carmela's ult. That is just too devastating damage. Main MVP, I do say it's Zotic Rio on that Freya. For both of the games, he has played exponentially well for his team, securing this game's victory. A best of 3 series coming to an end as Team TIC will be taking down this victory and will be moving on to the next phase of the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all for the day, and we'll be down and come back soon tomorrow for more interesting matches.